All right, here we go. Oh God, are we doing this? And I don't believe it. Okay. I have a feeling this is going to end up in the delayed footage, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Three, two, one.
There's a lot of background noise at somebody's end. I hear
Uh,
newspaper. Oh, tinfoil.
Darling, you're wrinkling.
You're gonna have to be one of those, or you're gonna have to turn your mic on and off all day.
I know it's going to be terrible.
I know it's going to be annoying.
That's all right.
Be like, Chaos,
That's
do
okay.
your job. Chaos, do
Well,
your job.
I am doing my job.
No, I'm just giving an example of what it's going to be like.
Oh yeah, well, think I take that from skinny pricks from Arizona? I'm gonna take it from you. Um.
You
Anyway,
have to take it from me.
okay.
I'm the one with the record button. Ha!
Oh wow, yes, yes, yes.
Anyway,
I wish I had a comeback for that, but I don't. Anyway.
And now, from the bowels of the internet, it's the Hate Bit Podcast.
All right, let's do it. 3, 2, 1. The Hate Bit Podcast is on the air. Hate Bit Podcast 3, the search for more money. Welcome. I'm Yell Chaos, reminding you that your bodies are not ready. Joining me as always, the destroyer of tacos, Alpha Omega Sin.
you have no idea, seriously. That taco was fucking delicious. You'll never understand, but I'm not even a stoner, and that concoction was just ungodly. Amazing. And my butthole did not get destroyed the next day. So, yeah. Hi.
Also joining us, the bringer of ballistic British wit, the Sainted Magnus.
I'm not sure about ballistic British wit, but I'm here. Yep, we're back for more money. So get your hands in your pocket, start passing that dish around, and start filling it up.
Well said.
Hmm.
But all that having been said, we've received a number of inquiries about one thing and one thing only. Where is Razor Fist? Fans, Hater Nation, I regret to inform you that Mr. Razor Fist did decide to, or did rather decided not to renew his contract here at the Hate Bit Podcast to pursue other endeavors. I know he got an offer, something about his artwork, and he was moving on to do that sort of thing. So we wish him the best, and we thank him for his time with us here. But as we start Hate Bit Season 3, we're doing something we've never done before, kicking it off with a special guest. And it's a guy that I'm sure you heard of him. He's been here once before. The Hate Brit number 2, Larry Bundy Jr.
They won't let me go.
He's been surviving off the turkey bones from Christmas, so he's
Is
done
that
all
what
right.
it was?
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oh,
Larry Bundy, you are the first guest to ever open a season with us. You're also the only guest that I'm aware of that's done 2 consecutive shows. So congratulations.
No, we've had another one.
commiserations.
We've had Rob do it.
Well, that's different. I mean, it's not quite the same. I mean, a season finale and a season debut. I mean, this is something he can really put on his resume, man. This is important stuff.
Oh no, we'll be drawing up his contract later on.
That's a terrible resume, by the way.
I went on the Hate Bit podcast.
Oh, don't.
And now I'm on there again, just so you know.
There you go.
Right.
I'm going to have to rub out the space for being on the All Gen Gamers podcast now.
Oh boy. Hey, how do you like that? Yeah.
Yes, I'm going to have to rub it out now, so I put you in twice.
I can't decide if that was disrespect or not.
I don't know, but I just like the fact they said rub it out.
Well,
So,
there you go. Rub it out.
there you go.
and that is what
That's
she
my
said.
humor, low brow all the way.
So, welcome to our show. We got a big show for you today. And as you've come to expect, right here on the Hate Bit Podcast. We're doing season 3. Amazing stuff. We thank you for having us back right here on your whatever digital device you're using to listen to us. Hopefully you're listening to us on the Nintendo 3DS so you can hear us in 3D. But we got a lot to talk about today. We're going to be covering the Consumer Electronics Show that recently happened in Las Vegas, Nevada. We got some stuff coming out of the cunt bag and probably going into the cunt bag, but that's another story for another time. We got a discussion. Yeah, we're going to be doing that sort of thing about what's going on in the gaming media. We got a video game circle jerk. We got a great big day for you today, so stay tuned right here on the 8-Bit Podcast. Anyway, we're going to kick this right off now with the Consumer Electronics Show 2013 Damage Report. For more, the guy who just had nothing but good things to say, the Sainted Magnus. What happened at in Las Vegas, Nevada, at CES?
Well, as you know, the Consumer Electronics Show is mostly just like computer parts and other bullshit like that.
And look who's got the
It's a
biggest
gadget.
fucking telly this year.
Oh no! And what have we got? What have we got coming this year? We've got
Giant televisions.
giant televisions at 4K.
That you'll never buy.
Exactly.
'Cause you
Do
can't-
you have £10,000 for a TV? Yes, and buy a 4K TV. You look a bit of a dick, but at least you'll have a big ass TV. No, so gaming related stuff. Nvidia have been coming out with many guns blazing. To be quite fair, they announced that what the Project Shield was all about, and basically, it's a Xbox 360 controller with a PlayStation 3 layout and a big screen on top, which it streams. It streams games from your PC. It also runs through Steam and all that other bullshit. But they kind of said something that makes you think, well, why would I want to own this thing? You need to have a GTX GeForce graphics card in your fucking PC to do any streaming of PC games whatsoever. Which I think, yeah, it's a bit of a shame. Also, we had a bit of Valve stuff as well. They were on about the Steam box and what was it going to look like, what was it going to be, and stuff like that. Well, I think a company called IO3 or whatever they're called. I'll put it on the Facebook so they'll know which one I mean. They're calling it the Piston, which is kind of fitting with it being a Steam device. Now, the way that works, it's just basically a very small micro PC with interchangeable parts. So if there's a new part that you need to buy, you can take out the old part, trade it in, and change it over. But it's modular, so it's.
Thank you for explaining what interchangeable means.
Yeah, but you never know. Have you seen our fan base? It's usually the rats that live in the sewer that listen to us anyway, so so they need to know this sort of stuff. And it just basically, it's a portal to use Steam. Also,
it's a portal for Portal.
It's a portal to play Portal. I said something funny and I didn't even know I said it.
I don't know. Isn't that amazing? You're funny all the time when you don't know it.
Exactly. I'm funny looking mostly. Have you seen my face?
Aww.
I have to be clear about these things. Yeah, so those are the two major console platforms that are coming from CES. Obviously, there's going to be more news later on this year explaining exactly what these systems will do. There's going to be a final variation of this Project Shield from Nvidia, which is pretty cool. Another thing that Nvidia announced was the Tegra 4 processor. And bloody hell, that is one hell of a processor. That's all I can say. So, yeah, that's pretty much anything game related. So, yeah.
But on the big front, somebody big did something really stupid, didn't they?
A lot of people did something stupid.
Oh, you know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about the big S.
Oh, Sony.
You know that company that couldn't make money selling TVs? Yeah, they're selling TVs again. What was the story on that? They Sainted Magnus, you'd probably know more about that than I do. They got the 4,000 resolution.
Yeah.
Am I to understand?
Yeah, they're doing a 4K TV, which is basically stupid.
I don't understand that. I mean, most people, at least Americans, probably jerk their dicks enough to where they can't see shit anyway. And now we're going to make the picture even brighter?
I'm just wondering when they're going to start building houses out of TVs. You want a 3-bedroom house? Yeah, that's a wall for each TV.
Well, most people do kind of live on the television, if you know what I'm talking about. They're
Oh, we live on the
those type.
internet, but we don't
But is that all?
buy
Again,
big TV computer things, do we? Well,
Well, there's one thing at the show that I was pretty interested in, just because this is something that can go from phones to tablets to game devices and then back again, and that's everybody's always had like the big issue with touchscreen everything when it came to gaming, and just certain things that you'll do with a touch device, because you don't feel anything under your thumb. It's just, a slick surface that you're running your thumb or your index finger across. Well, they have this thing called Tactus morphing touchscreen, which pretty much, it's kind of like it'll inflate just this tiny little ridge or a tiny little bubble. So imagine like you have your keyboard there and you're going and doing texting and shit. And under each key, it'll inflate just a tiny little bubble, so you actually feel something there. So, and it's better than them having the where on some phones when you're typing, it just makes the entire phone vibrate instead of just in that general area where you're tapping. But I saw that and I thought it was really cool, creepy, but really cool. I don't know. I just thought that could be used in a lot of different ways that would be handy for all the shit that people have been complaining about with touch devices.
oh,
Braille tablets.
Braille tablets. That
Eye blind.
Honestly, I never even
Like-
thought about that. That might actually work. But I think it could get creepier though, because then you just imagine the things that they do with porn. So you have like a naked chick on there, and all of a sudden, like the Tactus is suddenly just like inflating to some absurd levels, and you're running your hand across, quote unquote tits, which will just feel like silicone implants, if anything. So
or maybe if they could get it a bit more advanced, they could actually make it, for like, you see those CSI type games, where you have to have a look close up at these like disgusting wounds and shit like that, and you have to work out what they're like. Maybe they could actually like do the whole feeling thing with that silicon gel, whatever it is.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff that they could do. It's still, I mean, it's a neat concept. It just makes me wonder, is this going to run out? Does it wear off? Do you have to refill this? Do you have to buy new stuff for it? Is it easy to break? What happens if you apply too much pressure? There's just a lot of questions that I would have to ask about a product like that, and whether or not it's going to be able to stand the test of consistent use.
Right,
I was
true.
going to say, is it some sort of virtual bubble wrap for it as well? That you can, every other app game's going to be popping bubble wrap on it.
well, it guarantees 100% completion.
Yeah, but then
I
you
think
have
those
people
bubble
like,
wrap.
they're popping their phone, essentially, and breaking the fucking thing. They're pressing too hard because they get a little too into it.
I say the iPhone 4 was evidence that people may have been doing just that. Like, no, the button's on the other side.
Oh, and there was also that for gaming at least, there was that Razer Edge,
Oh god, that
which
thing.
is basically like, supposed to be the most ridiculously overpowered tablet. It's meant for gamers, and it comes with something that it kind of reminded me of the Xbox 360 steering wheel. And you basically just set the tablet into there, and each handle kind of looks like the sub controller on a PlayStation Move. But take that as a good or bad, depends on your perspective. But I thought it was cool that they had something with so much horsepower behind it. The downside is battery, and that thing's basically gonna be like, oh, so you want a game on the go? Okay, see you in an hour. Up, recharge, do it now.
But surely
You can't-
anything that's named after a Scott Hall wrestling move is amazing.
Yeah. The thing just oozes machismo all over the place.
Best of luck, Tom. That's all I can say.
Yeah, so it means anytime you touch it, you can't hold on to it. It's all slimy and just,
Oh,
like, oh, this feels so Cuban.
it'll feel like GameStop all over again.
Are they going to make it in Cuba?
They might, and also have a really forced accent to go
Yeah.
with it.
Mang.
Yeah, come on, man. And then it shoots toothpicks at you whenever it's disgruntled. It's like, goodness, this isn't
Are
what
they
I signed up
virtual
for.
toothpicks? Or like really like got like that, disgusting Scott Hall stuff on it?
That could go in a number of directions. That's what she said.
Oh,
But
oh,
well, I'd like
oh.
to think, since I was talking about the Tactus, where you can actually feel it. Who knows? We could have like something where you actually feel the toothpick. Maybe, I don't know. There's a bunch of terrible things that are happening right now.
Like, hey, is it also going to come in like those like horrible like periwinkle blue and purple colors too, just like Scott Hall?
Well, I'm hoping that it has the razor blades all over the ass cheeks.
There you go. That's
So-
what you do right there.
And there was one other thing. I forgot what the fucking company's name is, so everybody, I do apologize. But there's this company that they're trying to put out a product to make it so that in video games, and this is like an attachment to your game, so another accessory, but you'll get smell. So like kind of like smell-o-vision for TVs, but no, you'll have smells for your video games.
They have got to
And-
make a Beavis and Butthead game that supports that.
That would
Well,
be
it-
awesome.
I just imagine nothing but bad stuff coming from those.
No,
Like,
wait. Blazing Saddles.
smells like nothing but like burning leather and ash cheeks. This is
I'm
terrible.
sure Philips tried to do that a couple of years ago. Their Ambilight service. Do you remember that Ambilight thing?
No, what was the...
Oh,
Don't you remember the Ambilight?
No, I don't. Please explain.
yes.
Basically, you had a big multi-different color changing light bulb behind their televisions,
Uh-huh.
and like if you was in a television was showing like an underwater scene, that it would shine blue and sort of make the whole wall behind it blue, and like if you was in a jungle, the whole background wall would be green and stuff like that. So it changes the mood of the room to the what's the
So
most
wait,
colour-
so if you're watching a movie with lots of black people, you just don't do anything?
We're going to hell.
Oh well, or to the ACLU.
You had to ruin it, didn't you?
I did. I know. I'm sorry. I mean, it wasn't my technology.
You could say something else, like if you're watching a porn film, everything would be white or something, wouldn't you?
I was
I mean,
gonna
Yeah, there you go. And when the money
No,
when the money shot happens, it's just like a gigantic gleaming light that blinds you, because that's technically what's happening in the movie. So there you go. I like that idea very much.
like the
Except for-
smelly vision with that.
Yes, and anytime Sylvester Stallone's on, you don't understand what color that is.
Oh, that's good.
I am the
Just this one does.
law.
Adrian, that's a good, and maybe a purple.
See, look at that. We made CES this year seem fun,
Yes.
and we do it every
How-
single year.
The other thing I like the look of, which Samsung are trying to develop, is televisions that you can actually fold.
Oh, the
What's
bendable
this? I'm
screens.
not aware of this.
These bendable screens that like you can have like a 12-inch tablet in your pocket and it folds in half, so it's only like 6 inches in your pocket, and which you gentlemen must be using.
You're okay.
Uh-oh.
I was gonna say, if anybody's just handling 6 inches in their pocket, I feel sorry for you. So, also, if you're handling somebody else's pockets, then please stop what you're doing and quit listening to us while you're doing it.
Unless you're a
Yes,
girl and you're
that's
doing it
also
to
fair.
another girl, then it's not so bad.
If you're in a girl's pocket
What-
and you feel 6 inches, it's
wait,
not a
wait,
girl.
wait. Before we go any further, you guys are making this weirder and weirder and weirder.
That's the whole point. We're trying to make CES
Yeah,
more
I was gonna
interesting.
say. I mean, you act like you're surprised here.
Well-
This is strange.
No, what you're doing sounds like backpedaling, but however, you're just digging and digging and digging.
Oh wait, well here, let's get back on point. So a folding TV. Well,
You don't say
didn't-
a folding TV.
aren't they incorporating that into phones as well? Because I could have swore that they were
Yeah.
trying to make that.
Because they're doing that clamshell. They're trying to bring back that clamshell design.
Okay, wait, how long before Apple's got the slap bracelet iPhone?
That would be fucking unbelievably bad. So-
Dude, you know that would take off. That's so fashionable.
Yeah, you'd take it off because it's
You
crap.
just
It'll
snap
feel cheap.
bracelets to come back and you'd have the iPhone right there. It'd be amazing.
What, the iPhone?
Now, snap bracelets
iPhone's-
came back for.
iPhone hand job.
Huh?
The iPhone hand job.
No, what about the slap bracelets?
Oh, slap bracelets actually came back for a short amount of time.
They-
I was working
when
at
was this?
dude. I was working at Spencer's at the time, and we got like a fucking.
Okay, wait.
truckload of
Anything that happens at Spencer's does not count in actual retail reality.
Well, when they're paying you minimum wage and fucking flipping you off all the time, that's about the only thing that you can count. But
Yeah.
yeah.
When you have like jewelry made out of charcoal, you're not really in the same realm of possibility.
Thought you'd be more of a hot topic guy, really.
oh no, I worked there too, but I worked there for a less
Breathe.
amount of time. I worked
Breathe.
all the time. I'll say this for Hot Topic. The only cool thing about working there was I got to go to all my concerts for free, so that was
Oh.
nice.
Well, that is pretty cool, and you can also get tips from the chicks there on how to trim your fucking underarm hair.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
that's very true.
Yeah, because they don't, but they always have advice about it.
So, Mr. Chaos, is there anything you want to add about CES, or did you just
You
do
know,
what
it's
you normally
really
do at
good-
these conventions and not pay attention?
Well, they don't pay me enough to pay attention, my good man. I didn't really pay attention. I was just more flabbergasted by the whole 4,000 resolution when I can't see shit. So 1080 to me looks like, look at it, it's a thing.
Blur.
Oh, I don't get the entire point of the 4K resolution thing because all they're trying to do is overhype it. And right now, I think the cheapest one is $36,000 as
Yeah,
it
it's
stands right now.
good
That's
5 years.
that's
Weird.
they can't even sell a machine that costs what? What does the PlayStation 3 cost now?
It's like
299, isn't it?
299
yeah,
with
it's
a
like
hard
I
drive.
think
Yeah,
it's
they
around.
can't even sell that.
Well, they did have one thing that I thought could have been kind of like it's a more accessible at the very least, and that's that fucking what is it? Panasonic has that one big ass tablet. It's like 20 inches or some shit, and that's 4K
What?
resolution. Yeah, it's a 4K 20-inch tablet. I was just like, holy shit! I don't know how much it cost though, but to begin with, one I guarantee the fucking battery life on it is going to be absolute rubbish, considering it's lighting up a 20-inch display and it's 4K resolution on top of that. So I can't imagine that's going to be too good for the poor old battery. But
I
it
think
would,
you'd get a good battery for it, but the goddamn thing's gonna weigh like 20 pounds.
Yeah, you have
Yeah,
to stick a
pretty
car
much.
battery in the back of it.
I
They
just
call
like the
it an
idea.
accessory.
Might be an
I like the idea
alternator
of
in
just
the
having
motor.
one of those big ass fucking batteries for it, like like an actual battery pack where you look like a Ghostbuster. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that would seem really cool at first, and then you'd do it for about a week. It's like, all right, fuck this noise, and you throw it
Well,
in the fucking Hudson.
it's until it starts like burning up your entire back, and you
Yeah,
just smell like
exactly.
bacon everywhere you
It's
go.
like, this is great. I can watch Law and Order in 4,000 resolution. It's amazing. However, I seem to have acquired cancer. Is this a normal thing?
Oh
And
god.
what's weirder is there's nothing that really supports 4K resolution.
No, and I don't think anything ever will. Eyeballs don't support 4K resolution.
Yeah,
Apparently,
maybe something
Hollywood
else
actually
was having
hates
us.
it as well.
I know.
Hollywood.
It's like, what are they going to show us? Like ultraviolet light?
You can see all the pores on Bruce Willis's face.
Oh god.
Nothing can see all the pores in Bruce Willis's
Every
face.
single wrinkle, yes.
Oh come on!
No,
I've watched.
the Hubble can see all of that.
I can't watch
So
any.
they try.
I can't watch any 80s film in full HD as it is. So what's the point on bloody having a 4K screen
Well,
just to
yeah,
watch
exactly.
Bruce
You're gonna-
Willis again? Jump out of the Nagatama. That fucking building he jumped out of in the first
You'll
Die
be
Hard.
able to, like,
Nakatomi.
through the
That's the
film.
one. I'm waiting for the days when they're going to say, right, you can be a part of the film.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Wait for the hologram TVs
yeah,
for
just
that.
like in Spaceballs, right?
Yeah.
Well, I wish them the best, but yeah, I don't know what leads them to believe that they can make money selling TVs again. I don't know what gives anybody that.
They can
idea,
barely make
but-
money selling fucking games and music products. So how are they going to fucking make money selling TVs again?
Or handheld consoles.
I don't know, but you know what? There's more news for Sony on the way, so let's not give it all away just now. But you know what? It's time. Have we had enough of the damage report discussion?
I just want to say one more thing about Sony.
What's that?
I think the coffins are starting to get prepared,
You mean the coffins with the TV inside?
and the PlayStation brand,
The 4K TVs
the
inside.
4K
And the-
TVs. No, the 4K
Well, they
TV is the
might-
lid.
That's-
The 4K
Well,
TV is
that's
the
what
lid.
they're going to do, isn't it? They can put that massive battery in it and they can cremate you inside the coffin.
can only work out in Nevada. Anyway, well, there's that. But anyway, it's time for the mailbag. Time for the cunt bag, the return of the 8-bit cunt bag. And we thank you.
Dun dun dun.
I know, right? We thank you for dropping your lines and drop us lines anytime.
Yes.
We're glad to get anything from you, and we appreciate it. If you have a
Yes.
question, a comment, concern, correspondence of any kind, please drop us a line at hatebitpodcast@gmail.com. You can
Or if you
Neo
want to
Skywalker
drop lines
27
with us.
wants to know what happened to Razor Fist.
That's a good point. If you want to know what happened to Razor Fist, please drop us a line at hatebitpodcast@gmail.com. And if you want to hear from Razor Fist himself, you can contact him at, I think it's area code 614-535-1249. Anyway, I think that's what it is over there in Phoenix. Anyway, so yeah, please drop us a line, hatebitpodcast@gmail.com. You can also find us at facebook.com/hatebitpodcast. And all those links are down in the description box down below.
Yay.
So our first piece of mail comes to us, like I said, at gmail.com from Raller Barn at hotmail.com, and he says, I have a question for the Hateful New Year, which, by the way, everyone, Happy New Year to you. Hateful New Year to you, as it were.
Uh, ugh.
That's funny, sir.
I know, it's not starting.
What a humbug. Yeah.
No kidding, right? But he says, I have a question for the Hateful New Year. He says, with all the new hardware, the Steam box, I knew a girl once, the Ouya, the NVIDIA Project Shield, and the Razor's Edge into an already pretty crowded
Oh, you got that game stick as well now, haven't you?
there you go. Is the video game industry in risk of oversaturation? And the last time things got crowded, Sega had to leave. Which of the hardware makers do you think will bow out first if it got to that? Oh, this comes from, I'm sorry, Proto Man. Well, Proto Man, um, I don't know if I have the same feeling about oversaturation, but I don't really think that oversaturation is as big of a problem with the internet being as powerful as it is. That's my main talking point.
Well, in my opinion, I
There's
think
an
this.
audience for everything. The internet has proved that.
Yes, yes. Finished?
Now, whether they're going to make $1 million, probably not. But you know,
My opinion and my prediction as well is kind of like a half and half thing. I think there's going to be two sort of console markets now, which is going to be the Android gaming market, as you can tell with the Project Shield, the Ouya, the Steambox, or whatever you want to call it, the Piston. That's it. I think that's going to be one side of the coin, and then there's obviously going to be the Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft end. PC has always been its own fucking little
Well,
part of the
Pistol's
country.
PC based. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not.
Well, they're all kind of intermingling together, aren't they? Really. But predominantly they're running on an Android operating base, so should be. So I think there's going to be two separate camps now, and in terms of the home console market at least. So that's my prediction.
so you think there'll be the game market for those who are, have no lives on the internet all goddamn day, and then there's the market for the people who are on the internet all goddamn day but don't necessarily look at, Destructoid all day.
Exactly.
Okay, so for the other folks.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I say at this point, it's really possible for anyone to have an audience, and I think this is going to bring in, we'll see who goes and who stays, but this kind of thing is what's really going to get this industry up and going again. You see how bad this previous generation was. Why? Because three companies held all the straws.
Well, it's only like what
A
about
monopoly.
3 generations ago. The NES Master System days. Nintendo held all the bloody straws, but that's because they did it right.
Sure, absolutely, and it changes. The business changes, and so there must be a new leader. But now it seems like it's anybody's race now.
Mm.
I don't think
I
this
wish
is
all
a
of them.
hope.
I hope they all do really well because the Ouya is probably one of the most ingenious bloody designs I've ever seen because it's only literally a box with a circuit board in it.
It actually looks like a case of birth control pills.
I can see it being like the Raspberry Pi, where you can get the interchangeable cases and all that sort of stuff. I think it's going to be a pretty interesting piece of
It
kit.
could be. I hope it's interesting. I hope all of them are interesting, and I hope none of them suck.
Well, Mr. Bundy, how do you feel? Do you think there's a chance of oversaturation or what?
Well, I don't think it's like the early '80s with the Coleco and the Atari and stuff like that.
That's when retail dominated the landscape. It's not that way anymore.
No.
Yeah, I still I think it's a lot easier this time because it's all software based this time rather than hardware. I mean, because it's all you just need an Android account, so you'll be able to put Ouya games onto your game stick and to your other Android devices. So, like I said, it's more software based this time.
And it allows you to actually make games as opposed to this, shall we say, this pittance previously. There's always been programs, make your own game, and they're not going to give you the tools to make a game and actually compete. This time, they may have fucked up.
Yeah, but you could make an iOS game for fucking what £200 if you can get the software, and just have a modicum of bloody talent with programming. And look at Angry Birds, one of the biggest bloody games of recent years.
Sure.
And it was a little simple game where you're just throwing birds at pigs. It's like,
And it was gangbusters, absolutely.
yeah,
And that's where some of the greatest games in years to come are going to come from. Some asshole in his bedroom just fucking with it till he gets it right.
exactly.
And that's when great things come.
Back to the 80s once again.
Ah.
That's what I with worms.
Yeah.
That was how worms become.
I thought worms was too much sugar.
I can't say for certain. Anyway, we got Alpha Omegason. You didn't say anything. What's on your brain?
Um, I kind of agree with Sainted with it being split into two markets, but I was looking at it from kind of a different way. I think that every single category is split into two markets. I think that the mobile market is now split into two different markets. The console market will be split into two markets. PC gaming is now split into two markets. It's not really bad that we have all these different options for hardware to be able to get a hold of all the software, but it really just boils down to who's going to have all the exclusive content and who's going to be able to run it the best. I don't give a shit about how many different consoles are out there, how many different manufacturers of handheld devices that there are. I just want to be able to play my games and play the most of them on something and enjoy myself. And I also agree. I don't think it's nearly to the point of how it was back when there was ColecoVision and Atari and all that, because that was before like anybody could steal anything and put it on anything, and it was just it was a grab bag, and it became a fucking mess, and they didn't know what they were doing.
Oh
Whereas
yeah.
they've learned sort of from those mistakes. Some things do repeat themselves, but regardless, I don't think it's as bad. But only time's gonna tell at this point.
Mm.
And it's going to be an interesting race to watch. Let me tell you.
What about you, boy? What do you think?
Me,
Yeah.
I've already weighed in. Are you not paying attention? You're in trouble.
No, I'm paying attention. No, I'm just thinking, what system interests you the most?
Oh well, I'm interested to see all of them. The Steam box, really, not really. I have a feeling the piston is going to get pissed on. So that's
Oh,
I don't understand because I think those kind of games won't really appeal to the kind of people that play in their living room. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I'm no authority on the subject, but I look forward to seeing all of them, especially the Ouya, and I would love to see the Project Shield have some decent exclusive software. That's what I yearn for in anything, really. We've come to a point where so many of the systems are trying to be exactly like each other. When I'm really hoping that they'll show off what makes them, special, what makes them different.
yeah.
What makes them unique?
And I think that's what it's really going to be about. It's going to be, a unique experience. If you can do that, then you may not have success, but you'll at least. I won't think you're an asshole. So there's that.
Uh, so
So
so in conclusion, the piston, you think that's going to be a piss on?
well,
Yeah.
if
The
if the name fits.
the Project Shield is something that's going to be something we're going to have to keep an eye on, really, because
Oh, absolutely. I'm a big fan of portable gaming.
I think the thing with that is going to be all about you're going to have a connection to use it. You're going to have to be connected to a Wi-Fi all the time because they didn't say anything whether it was going to have a 3G or 4G support. And
Mhm.
another thing that gets my goat about it is the fact that you need to have a GeForce GTX graphics card in your PC
Well,
and your PC on all the time for it to
well, for me, I'm not
sync
even
from
looking
Steam.
at that.
No, but I'm just saying that that's one thing that gets me with that.
Oh, true. I mean, I think that's great about it, but I really think that uh, I think it's wrong to market your what should be a standalone item as a peripheral to your PC.
Yeah, that's true.
I think they should really work a little more on what makes it special. And if they don't do that, then it's going to cause more consumer confusion. No one will understand. No one will buy it, and it doesn't look like it's going to be inexpensive.
No, I
The
think
prototypes that I've seen, it looks like it's going to be kind of up there in price.
I'm hoping it's not going to be like what plus 200.
I hope it does. I hope they don't go over 200, but it just looks a little fancy for my taste. Not that that's a bad thing or anything, but it doesn't look like it'll fit in your pocket. But that's probably not the idea. I just I hope they do well.
It'll fit in Alpha's pockets. Have you seen the size of his pockets?
Well, Alpha actually fits a place called Intercourse, Pennsylvania, in his pocket every night before he goes to bed. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that. I'm guessing a lot
Yeah,
more
I know.
people know
He's
that
just
now.
Amish people in his right pocket, and then in his left pocket,
There's a hot
he
pocket.
doesn't keep anything in there because fuck you, he doesn't have to.
Smuggling is big in my family. It's a trade pretty much. So,
See, that's great. So you bring in Amish people and take out cocaine?
no, it's actually just tons and tons of weed.
Oh,
Yeah.
awesome.
Bricks.
Gotta
Just
love
fantastic. Anyway, we got a little more mail here, and then we'll get
Mail.
on with the show. Mail.
Mail time.
And this next piece, thank you very much. This
Postman
next piece
Pat.
comes to us from Italian Stallion RB79. And he says, Dear Sainted Magnus, will this year's Sainted Muffins be Marmite flavored? Your friend Rocky.
Might do, yeah. Is that all it is?
That was
They're a
it.
bit fucking Bovril flavour.
Bovril, yeah.
Oh, that'll mean something to all the people from England.
Yes. Or
Yes.
beef.
Bovril's made from beef extract instead of vegetable extract.
Oh.
Who remembers on
Yes.
Top Gear?
You make it sound so much more entertaining than it actually is.
Who remembers on Top Gear when they made that meat smoothie? It'll be that.
What?
They used Bovril, beef with the bone, brick, and then they
Rick?
bricks, yeah. Mashed it all together and hope for the best. They also used the
What?
V8 engine on it as well.
Oh, it sounds delicious.
Hmm.
Wait. They. Never mind.
It tastes a lot better than what you find in McDonald's these days.
Oh wow, that's fantastic. Did I mention that the cunt bag is brought to you by this week by Alpha Omega Sin's patented man gel? Ladies, you ever feel like you need a lift? Well, Alpha Omega Sin's got you with his patented Alpha Omega Sin man gel. Man gel for the lift you've been needing. And
Dun dun dun. We're still working on a jingle at the moment.
I know we're getting there. We're getting there. Pretty soon we'll have it, and we'll get Paul Anka to sing it. It'll be great.
Yay!
Is he still alive?
I don't know.
I honestly don't know.
I don't know. I'll call his agent. She's probably dead too. Anyway, so yeah, that's gonna do it for the Hate Bit Cunt Bag. And like I said, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything like that, any correspondence of any kind, please drop us a line at hatebitpodcast@gmail.com. And that's gonna do it for that one. And now it's time for us to have a little bit of a discussion.
The discussion.
Yeah, discussion. We need to talk about the state of the gaming media. A lot of people, we've been receiving lots and lots of emails, not necessarily questions for the cunt bag or the ball bag, but a lot of email,
Congratulations.
I'm just falling apart all over my mouth.
Yes.
Have you been drinking?
Congratulating us and
I
thank
just got a job as a translator for Sega.
You speak 16. Do you speak blast processing?
Blast processing.
But anyway, congratulating us and in many cases thanking us for being the one true voice. I'm paraphrasing a few different people. The one true voice in gaming journalism and in the gaming.
God, Angry Joe will sue us for saying that.
No kidding, right? And we're getting all this appreciation for being game journalism and gaming, and that's not really what we do. So that leads me to believe that the gaming media is in a very, very sad state of affairs. If people like us are being looked to for, actual journalism. But we appreciate what you've had to say. But in light of recent things that Mr. Michael Pachter has had to say, along with whatever Jeff Keighley feels is needed to say, not to mention politicians like Ralph Nader, people who I think are just very out of step with what is really going on especially in video gaming. And Alpha Omega Sin, you know better than anybody. What did Ralph Nader have to say about video games?
Ralph Nader, he was quoted as saying that video games are electronic. Damn, what the hell did he say? They're electronic child molesters. Sorry, had a brain fart there. He's one of many politicians that's jumping on the video games are bad bandwagon because, when one bad thing goes down, look to it an easy target. So this is a very easy target because it's something that all of them have in common. And it's not even just Nader. It's not even just politicians. It's the fucking simple-minded parents that don't want to go and say, well, my kid actually was fucked up, or maybe we didn't actually pay attention, or maybe we're bad parents. Nobody can just be crazy anymore. Nobody can be fucked up in the head. Nobody can just not have been prescribed enough medication or been zapped in a fucking chair enough times with random probes or whatnot. It's, it's what they're interacting with. And it's not the movies they watch. It's not the music that they listen to. And it sure as shit isn't the fucking abusive families that they'll go and live with. No, it's the video games that they're fucking slack-jawed asshole fucking parents go and buy them. Then we'll turn around and say, well, if they weren't playing those things that we paid $60 for them to go out and buy, it's a fucking mess. And it's like every other day there's something new cropping up in the news. I don't know if they're doing it just for fucking shits and giggles. I don't know if they're really thinking that they're gonna suddenly get like a bunch of pats on the back or pats on the ass or fingers in the fucking brown eye. Whatever it is, these motherfuckers just keep on like pressing at that hot button issue and just keep doing it over and over again, and it's getting fucking old. Yeah.
It got old in
that's me.
1992 and it's old in 2013. So what's the fucking point?
Absolutely. The even more old thing is how everybody's a fucking victim now.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. Oh dude, it's the big thing to be a fucking victim. Point the fucking finger at something and then lay down and fucking cry so that everybody will fucking coddle you like the piece of shit that you are.
Mm-hmm.
I've been playing. We've all probably been playing games for what 20 plus years each, and
sure.
We're not fucked up with playing things like Super Mario.
You can't prove that.
Exactly. I've been playing video games all my life, and I've only ever killed 3 people.
I know, and you did it. Didn't you cut them in the face with a bread knife?
Yeah, just the once, and a butter knife actually.
Oh, a butter knife. Shame.
Knife, yeah.
I
like
used
it
a
when
blunt
this
knife.
is.
It is kind of weird to think about, though. Like, okay, all of us, we've been playing games since we were kids. We've been through the dawn of many generations of consoles, the fucking advent of PC gaming and shit like that. Yet none of us have gone on a maniacal rampage. Now, if you have just as examples, and then the other fucking billions of people out there that play video games regularly or semi-regularly or every so often when they get bored, none of them did something, but you get that one fucking person that does it, and then they played video games. Obviously, that's the reason why they do it. It boggles my mind that nobody can fucking put 2 and 2 together. But the media goes and fucking like twists and turns it, and nobody questions it. Nobody ever fucking thinks for themselves. They just see headline news, and they're just like, I take that as a fact. That might be a fucking like stretched out opinion, so fucking thin it's transparent, completely like a shiny new window pane. But whatever. That's a fact now. It's fucking sickening.
But I would say that violent video games, if anything, they suppressed violence. To put it in a similar thing, in Amsterdam, they banned prostitution for a while. And during that time, rape crime increased 120%.
Wow.
When was this?
Because, a couple of years ago. When they had to recall it because it has got so bad. The rape crimes just skyrocketed. I know, I'm not saying that sex is the same thing as violence.
Oh, no, but I understand that. But, there is a correlation.
Yeah, a lot of people who vent their anger playing violent video games that will never express that in real life now because they have a rate out.
Well, it's like they say, every once in a while you have to relieve the pressure in a boiler.
Yeah.
Otherwise it might explode.
I'd just like to point out that none of the 8-Bit podcast actually condones that sort of violence, what happened in Connecticut, by the way, just before people
we weren't even talking about Connecticut, but if you want
to
talk about...
No, but that's where it all stems from. This kid that did that shooting, he played Mass Effect 3 apparently, and
oh sure, but so was the same thing about the fucking asshole in Aurora, Colorado, and then as of today there was one in Houston, Texas, and they're probably all going to get tied together. Why? I don't know. We live in an age where information is more easy to come by than it ever has before, and we have more fucking uninformed dumbasses than ever before.
The internet is an untapped resource for bloody information, and people still don't fucking use it. And
isn't that amazing?
There's another thing that they could actually do instead of just fucking blaming every single fucking gamer in the world for the violence that happens in the world. Why don't they just actually go online and actually speak to some of us? There's quite quite a few different fucking YouTubers they could ask, about these sorts of things,
Yeah.
because they make them. So,
PewDiePie.
yeah, we're public. We make our gaming habits public, don't we? So why don't they just actually ask some real people?
Because they're not interested in what we actually think. You know that, Mr. Magnus.
They should do. They should do.
Here's the
They care when we fucking vote, though, won't they?
I know, but here's the problem with the 24-hour news cycle. No one checks facts anymore. They need news every minute on the minute. And if they don't have it, they're out of a job.
And the only way to get a headline nowadays is to actually be part of something that's terrible that's happened. For example,
Well,
I don't
yeah,
know, somebody being
it's
killed.
bad news or no news.
Yeah, bad news is good news.
Yeah, and it's bad news is good news for them, absolutely. But there's also a secondary perspective that I have on the whole thing in Newtown, Connecticut. It's not a very popular one, but folks, you have to realize this sort of thing happens every single day all over this planet. You just don't hear about it. You commonly hear old people talk about how good things used to be. Trust me, things have always sucked. You just didn't hear about it because we didn't have Facebook yet.
Exactly.
So, the shooting massacres, okay, there's too many people on this planet. Something has to be done. I'm not condoning it. I'm not saying it's a good thing, but this is the sort of thing that happens. And also when you ignore, mental health cases, stuff that's the most interesting thing is in the pursuit of profit, there's never really any time to help anyone, you know.
Well, the same day as the shooting, there's a guy in China, wasn't there, who went
Right,
into a kindergarten
brandishing a
with
knife. He didn't have a gun
Yeah.
and he did some damage.
There's
Oh, and they tried
violence
linking all
everywhere.
this shit together too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It goes to show the Chinese have a hell of a work ethic with a knife. My goodness.
It's all right.
It makes
I
me
know
sad
someone that
to
tried to cut
think
the leg
about-
off with a bread knife, actually. He
Well,
granted, he was a bit tapped, but he tried.
I would hope so.
No, it wasn't me
No,
before anybody starts.
Okay.
it
hard
just gets
coming
worse though with like with all the fucking politicians and like the government and everything stepping into this. It goes beyond just hearing something stupid and aggravating the shit out of you that somebody could say something like this, let alone it becomes suggestive to, a mass audience. But then they try passing laws that are in conjunction with all this bullshit. And that's the only thing it can be labeled as is bullshit because it's just conjecture at the end of the day. It's just opinions.
Oh, yeah.
They don't have any sound. They have nothing sound to back up what they say. They have lots of theories and they have lots of claims, but they have no fucking facts to back up what they say. But when you're the fucking king of the entire United States, like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna fucking go and talk a bunch of shit on TV. Everybody can fucking hear what I'm saying. All right, well, this is all gonna be taken as fact. And then all those people start freaking out, and then it gets back to the government, and the government is then gonna be like, oh well, we have to do something about this, and we're gonna look like the good guys for it. But how can we line our pockets? How can we profit from all this stuff? And then they're trying to tax shit. They're trying to enact things. They're trying to ban things. And it gets really terrible because the only people that are going to suffer is, I don't know, a couple million people around the world that are into this kind of a hobby every fucking day like us.
Well, that's the thing. Laws only affect one group of people, and those are law-abiding citizens.
Yeah.
Can
I
I
agree.
just just point something out here?
What's
At
that?
the end of the day, all these politicians are only doing it for one thing: your vote.
Sure.
That's all
Yeah, but
they're doing
they
it
pissed
for.
off a brand new generation of voters. They're alienating now.
Absolutely, and I don't know. It's amazing how all these old men represent all these young people.
I like to know how they believe that they know what what our countries want. The UK or fucking America. It's stupid. I didn't vote in the
They
last
have flux
election, and
capacity.
I didn't vote in the last election because I didn't like any of the fucking dullards we had for fucking for our
You don't want to vote for who's going to fuck you.
yeah.
The least painful fuck.
That's kind of what it's broken down to these days.
Yeah.
But speaking of people that are really out of touch, that even goes with people directly in the video game industry who don't seem to be able to perceive a market in transition.
Jim Sterling by any chance?
Jim Sterling's actually been making some pretty decent points, so I'm not going to attack him this week. In fact, if you watched a more recent episode, he did prove that there is no God because he says technically he should have died of a massive heart attack years ago. So, take that as you will. But I was reading some comments by Michael Pachter. Yeah, I know.
He's out of touch.
And well, what's funny is Michael Pachter gets all this credit as being a video game guy. He's not. He's a portfolios guy. He's a stock guy. He doesn't. He really only knows technology based on previous patterns. But the video game industry is, a paradigm that really has to change now because it has tapped all of its, natural resources. The realism thing, the arms race that is, the dedication to higher, more powerful hardware. That has really, run itself aground. If you look at, anything that's being rumored for the PlayStation 4, I know it's not called that, and I don't care. And the next Xbox. If you look at all that, and you realize it's not going to be this major jump, and I think everyone's not paying attention to that. And I don't think that the people who are commenting on this stuff understand that number one, the more beefy hardware is not going to do it, and number two, the more beefy hardware costs a fortune.
Hmm.
And I don't understand that. And I also want to know, and they all these claims that a unique experience is not good for a stock portfolio. Well, you cannot expect, as I've said on this show a number of times before, you cannot expect continuous growth. And that's why I would like to know why these experts are so well regarded and these are the go-to guys when they clearly don't understand that.
That's
Or am
exactly
I
right.
alone in that? I feel maybe I'm alone in that prospect, but you know, um,
I think a lot of people need to start making reality checks.
I think it is too. I mean, because realistically, I think what a lot of people who are in the gaming industry, who are quote unquote analysts or people that are backseat drivers, I like to say, or sideline drivers. These are the people that are going to try and be really nice to everybody you meet in the gaming industry because jobs are going to be disappearing left and right.
Yep.
At least amongst the journalism thing, because if you can't be on top of it, then you can't do it. I'm sure we've already made that clear.
Well.
Anyway, so the gaming media seems like they're a bunch of fucking morons. Of course, that's what we come here to tell you every week right here on the Hate Bit podcast.
Yep.
But anyway, we got a rumor. We got a rumor, and Saint Magnus is going to tell us all about it because he had some funny remarks that we had before the podcast. Saint Magnus, what is this all about? Sony possibly rumored to be retiring the DualShock for the PlayStation 4.
Yep. They've been putting in patents for new controller designs for the Orbis, is what the development name of this fucking thing is. Apparently, they're dropping the DualShock 3 to make Move incorporated controllers. There was one where it's basically looks like the DualShock 3, but it's got two fucking ping pong balls stuck on the top where shoulder buttons are supposed to be. So that's pretty much all they're doing. So they're scrapping the current DualShock controller to make a new design. And look at how that went last time. That's all I can say.
What, the banana?
The banana.
The boomerang.
The boomerang.
Yeah.
You throw it away and it comes back.
The Sony Rang.
Thank you for explaining how banana works. Boomerang works.
That throwing stick of yours boomeranged on us.
Yes.
It
Well,
comes
the
back.
main reason why they're going and retiring it is they plan on adding a touchscreen to their controller. Is anybody connecting the dots here?
Yeah.
See, basically, Sony already said that they don't plan on putting out their console yet. They don't plan on putting it out ahead of the new Xbox, whatever it's going to be called. They don't plan on putting it out right now to compete with the Wii U. They're going to wait until the competition gets all their stuff out, and then they're going to put their stuff out. And I don't know what they really plan on doing. I don't know if they're going to keep a DualShock style controller around, similar to how, Nintendo has the Pro controller, then they have the tablet controller, then the Wii controller. You know, it to me, it's something that people have been familiarized with since what, 94, 95? And when the original PlayStation controller came out, then eventually they added the analog sticks, but really hasn't changed much since then. After they added analog sticks, you turn R2 and L2 into triggers. Okay. 6-axis, that went fucking nowhere. I don't think it's even used that way anymore. But there's a really really great leap of like if they go about making a new controller and it fucking fails, they're gonna have to go back to square one like they did last time when they showed off that boomerang controller, the banana controller, and everybody laughed hysterically at it. But beyond the fact that they were laughing at the price of the console, but they saw that controller and they said that's replacing what we like a lot, and a lot of people consider it to be one of the best controllers ever. Myself included. I love the DualShock controller. It's like the evolution of the SNES controller, but it does. You know, I'm not really looking forward to it, but I do hope for the best. I hope that they do innovate in some kind of way. You know, even beyond the realms of what the Wii U controller can do. Will they succeed? I have no fucking clue, but I'm more comfortable with just staying with what I already know works
Yeah.
because it's
Well,
not broke.
Well, with any rumor that really comes out, there's always going to be the detractors. Everyone said, "Oh, it's a horrible idea. You're changing it and whatnot." And maybe they know what they're doing this time.
I
Hopefully.
think so, but there was one pattern I saw where the best way I can describe it is take the Move controller and change it into like a pistol grip sort of thing, and then put all your buttons on it like a Nintendo 64 kind of controller. Now that design looks wrong, but there was another design
Well, was
where
that the patent for the the new Move controller though?
I think so, but I might have got my wires crossed. But
It's like the
that's
one
one
that could
pattern
like
that
you
I've
can
seen.
break them off and combine them together.
Yeah, and then there was another one where it forms into two bits where it's a proper controller with the two ping pong balls on the top, and then it splits, and you can use it like like a traditional Move controller. But you know, Move controls are pretty much dead now, so not a lot of
Yeah.
people are developing for it. Not a lot of people are utilizing things like the Kinect and stuff like that. And I'm not sure what the Wii U's doing with its Move features at all. With its motion controls, but I can speak for Sony and Xbox and say, look, they're not using it as much as they should have done, and it's just a failed fucking idea. No,
I don't know. I worry that they just want to continue with it though. Like, because that patent that you were talking about, they also showed off this one thing, which is a goddamn fucking riot if you see it. Imagine this. They have a fucking figure with the two separate PlayStation Move style controllers, one in each hand, and then they had ones that attached at the ankle. I shit you not. So you got the fucking PlayStation camera looking at this person, and they were doing like a somersault in their living room to do a gesture in a fucking soccer game, and I about busted a fucking gut because I want to see this person just destroying the shit out of their living room, trying to like do cartwheels and stuff.
Some big fat piece of shit trying to do a bicycle kick right through the
Yeah.
fucking coffee
Oh,
table.
dude, it was fucking amazing. I was like, look at this dude here. He's like trying to do like a fucking like 450 splash or some shit.
This is going to
And
be
it's
a
like,
whole new era of viral video right here on YouTube.
God, it's
oh,
almost
and you
like
want to
seeing
know
the
if
fat
that
kid
would
with the
fucking
lightsaber.
succeed?
I can just imagine that.
I'm telling you, if something like that would succeed, everybody who lives in an apartment building and lives below some motherfucker with this is going to end up suing the shit out of Sony because they can't get any sleep or the fucking ceiling tiles ended up falling and cracking their fucking kid in the head.
Or some asshole comes crashing through your kitchen ceiling.
Yeah.
That is going to be
Just
fucking
trying to make
funny.
Could you
dinner.
imagine how the first wrestling game would go? Drop kick off the top rope. Hi, Mrs. Patelli. Be
Oops.
amazing, man.
It'll be oops.
Well, here, how about this? Mr. Bundy, how do you feel about the PlayStation controller? Do you think they ought to change it? Think it'll be a bad idea?
I think if they do move it, they'll probably go somewhere in the direction more of a 360 looking controller. Really,
Do you think?
because that's what everybody seems to be copying at the moment.
It's I'm saying this as a bloody Sony fanboy. The bloody controller for the Xbox isn't that bad. The only problem I have with it is the placement of the thumbsticks. I prefer the
Hell, my
down
only
below.
complaint with it was the fucking D-pad. That D-pad is fucking garbage. But I haven't tried the newer version of the D-pad on the new
Oh,
controllers.
the new
But the
one's
original one,
fantastic.
is it?
Yeah, it's fantastic. I like it.
See, that's my biggest gripe because it's like if you're trying to play like platforming games or like 2D fighters, you need a proper D-pad. I don't give a fuck what you say. Like I can't do that shit with an analog stick. It just does not work right. Like you have to push too much on an analog stick to be able to do that stuff quick enough and fast enough. At least that's how it is for me. And you need a proper D-pad. But yeah, if they got that shit fixed. The 360 controller, fantastic design. Is there anything wrong with the PlayStation design? No. Some people complain about like hurting their thumbs because of the placement of both analog sticks at the bottom, but I've never had that problem at all.
No, I haven't.
But that's just
I've had problems with my thumbs touching each other when you push
Really?
towards each other and stuff like that. Yeah.
Huh.
But I have giant thumbs.
gigantic thumbs, like ginormous, like abnormally sized ones. You can hurt people with like clubs.
Yeah, it's like I don't, when I thumb a lift, I end up, stopping a car in its tracks. And
Oh,
You just put your thumb down on the road and it stops.
So that gets really bad. Like when people bring up the term button masher with you, like you take that to heart. You don't fuck around.
I do, yes.
Oh, okay.
are you the one asshole leaving cigarette burns on the arcade machines with your thumb?
No, it's friction, mate.
What? Oh, I see how it is. Anyway, so whatever Sony decides to do with that controller, just fucking do something, anything. Actually, no, I take that back because then we're gonna have bicycle kicks through the coffee table. Oh well, we'll take what we can get.
I want the videos on YouTube for that. So yeah,
That's gonna be amazing. So have your cameras ready.
Yeah, make sure you got your HD cameras set up everywhere because I want to see in full high definition quality.
I know, man. There's gonna be some fat ass 18-year-old from Indiana or something. No, actually, you know what? I would really love to see this footage with like some like middle-aged housewife from like South Carolina. Some old white-haired lady just fall on her ass. It'd be great.
It's going to be this console's generation equivalent of people smashing their televisions. Or
I know. It's like, dude, it's going to send people to the. It's going to cause like a skyrocket in the price of healthcare.
Well, I don't think that they're going to end up throwing the controllers this time into the TV. I think they're going to just go headlong into the TV.
Yeah, well, I'm still waiting to see someone fling their Wii U gamepad into the. There's great for like a warranty repair.
That's one of the things that always horrified me about the Wii U is just imagine, because I mean that controller is not fucking cheap, and somebody's just like, all right, they're trying to twist and turn, and they're trying to like reloading in the fucking Legend of Zelda game on Nintendo Land, and they fling it down real hard and just cracks right down the center. They're like, oh, well, I didn't get my arrows back.
See, now I'm just imagining someone buying one of those Sony 4000K TVs and bringing it back with like a big hole in it, the shape of somebody's head. Like, yeah, it's defective.
Well, it'll be nice whenever, like, if they do bring out that patent and everything is real, and the $36,000 TV is out, and fine print on both devices. Like, if you own these devices, you are not getting your money back because you're a fucking idiot. Sorry, this shit does not work that way.
No kidding, right?
Just a little snippet of Sony news to add to the whole Sony patent of the controllers. They actually said Kaz Hirai recently said that he's going to wait for Microsoft to release details of the next console before he releases anything Sony related. Mm-hmm. So that's going to be an interesting thing to see.
All right, well, I'll just be waiting to hear what the fuck Kaz Hirai has to say about anything.
Yeah, I know.
My cheeks.
I hope he shuts up for the next 20 years.
Yeah, I know, man. He gets. Never mind. That guy smiles so much he blinds me.
Oh God.
Anyway, you know what? We're getting close to the middle of the show, and you know what? It's time. We haven't done one of these in a while, so the first one for Hate Bit Podcast Season 3. It's time for the video game Circle Jerk version 3.0. This is the time we're going to talk about all the games that we've been playing throughout the however long it's been since you've seen us last. And we hope you'll drop us some lines down below. Tell us what games you've been playing, because there's probably been a lot of cool stuff, because, as you know, the Christmas holiday has passed since we last saw you guys. So, kicking it off for us, the special guest, Mr. Bundy. What have you been playing lately?
I've mostly been playing Far Cry 3. I've been playing a little bit of Anarchy Reigns as well.
How is that?
It's all right. It's virtually impossible on the hardest difficulty. Well, it's slightly unfair because the bosses tend to wail on you when you're on the ground and that, so you lose all your energy doing that. So there's no way of getting up after you've been knocked down and stuff like that. But it's all right. I mean, it's that Sega's been trying to make an online fighting game for years. I mean, they've done that with Spike out in the last generation. It sort of didn't do very well, but it's all right. It's a shame that nobody's going to play it. But...
Yeah, from what it looks like from me, it looks like a sequel to Mad World for some reason.
It is a sequel to Mad World.
Oh, I didn't know that. So there we go, sequel to Mad World. I'll have to buy it because I like Mad World. It's actually a fun game. Not one of Sega's
but it's made by,
but it's good.
But it's made by Platinum Games, so that means nobody's going to buy it. So.
Yeah. Well, I don't know because yeah.
That just made me sad because I love that studio.
Weren't they originally Clover Studio as well from Capcom?
I think so. Yeah, they were the ones that made the original Devil May Cry.
And they made Bayonetta.
They made Bayonetta.
Yeah. Did they make Okami?
No, that was Clover Studios.
Yeah, I know, but the same people.
Is it? Did they actually absorb the entire studio?
I really wish we had the Jeopardy music right now.
Yeah, well, regardless, I actually like Platinum Games a bunch. They're a great fucking company. And it's weird because Anarchy Reigns, it came out at a budget price. That was one thing I was kind of surprised by.
It's because it's being released so late. So it's getting on for a year old in Japan. So.
Jesus.
Wow, I actually didn't know that. Well, damn.
Yes.
Huh.
Is it true?
Well, that's kind of cool. At least they released it cheap. Wait, who?
Is it true Bayonetta is a secret character on that game?
In the special edition, it's a downloadable character.
All right, so you have to pay for it if you want it.
Well, I think every single version is the special edition.
They don't give you things anymore.
Well, I've noticed that a lot with Sega titles. They tend to sell you the special edition and say it's special when it actually is just like what they should have done originally.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and fuck unlocking characters, download them and pay for them.
Yeah, why don't they call regular games deficient editions?
No, they should actually call it, you poor bastard, you can't afford the nice special edition versions.
It's like new game, light.
So yeah, speaking of which, I'm surprised that you didn't do a rant about the Sony's PS4's no second-hand rule. That's suddenly gone quiet about.
We've kind of
that happened over Christmas, didn't it?
Well, we kind of that was kind of opportune. We tore into that in season 1 and tore into it again in season 2, and fuck that shit.
Oh, we're gonna make season 3 no different. Fuck.
Oh, that's right. We're gonna bitch about it every single episode. Fuck Sony and their no second-hand patent.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Larry, is that all you had to play over the Christmas break here?
I got Sonic and All-Star Racing's Transformed as well.
On the Nintendo Wii U?
Oh, not that. No, I got it on the 360.
Well.
I like my achievements, I do.
Dude, that game is so fun. I love the shit out of it. I thought that it was just going to be kind of boring, and then it turned out to be kind of everything not. It's like one of the funnest racing games I've played in eons, and I mean that like in every sense of the word. It's fucking fantastic.
It is just a touch more challenging because of, the changing of the terrain.
I like that.
Oh, that's one of the coolest things about it, though. That and the level design, I was just like, this is awesome. Then it's like got RPG mechanics, sort of, because you level up and you unlock like new cars and... Like, it's so fucking cool to see that, on lap 1, you'll be driving around. Lap 2, then, like, you can be in a boat and the train changes and the whole entire fucking stage starts doing something different. Then the third time around, you're flying around. That's
and it's got and it has all my favourite Sega characters, like Alex Kidd and Sonic the Hedgehog and Danica Patrick.
Yeah, Danica Patrick is my favorite Sega character.
Isn't she a NASCAR driver?
No, she's a Sega character. She was in Virtual Racing. She was the first instance of 3D polygonal boobs.
She was the woman in the bikini in Super Monaco.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. In a couple of years, she's going to be official 8-bit slag. You know that.
She's going to be in the slag bag? Nice.
Yeah, she'll be in the slag bag before you know it. Before you know it, baby.
And that's what we're going to call her crotchal region, the slag bag.
We had fucking Wonder Boy in that space, you bitch.
We could have put the cop from Virtua Cop in there.
I was hoping Vector Man. That would be nice.
I would rather we had the golfer from Virtua Golf.
I'd rather have actual thingy Bobby from Streets of Rage.
Axel Stone or whatever he's called.
Yes, because
Yeah.
Sega like pretend that game doesn't exist anymore for some reason.
Yeah, that's really fucking saddening. Well, they did start making pseudo Streets of Rage 4, and then they canned it quietly, just like they were developing it quietly.
Yeah.
Well, that's no, Sega America cancelled it because they didn't know what the game was. They never heard of it before.
Well,
That's the
maybe they
reason
should.
it was
Maybe they should.
cancelled.
Maybe
From what
they
I can
should
tell,
do
they've never heard of
something and
games
actually
either.
Maybe they should actually do a bit of research, then they could actually understand what half of their fucking own games are.
Head of product development was Chris Balls at the time. You see.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the guy that gives great interviews, right?
Yeah, you think?
Yeah, he learned how to interview people from the School of Angry Joe.
Oh, yes. We're taking pot shots, are we?
Yeah,
Ooh.
All right.
we're taking
Is that all?
pot shots at the rival.
You're
Is-
jealous because he's got more subscribers than you.
I am.
I don't care.
Mr. Bundy, was that all for you?
I think it was, yes.
That's a.
I got some games in the Christmas sale, in the January sale. I got Touch My Katamari.
No, I
for
won't touch
Vita.
your Katamari. You keep your
You
Katamari
fucking
to
will.
yourself.
I've got
You will and you'll like it.
I'm going to put your photos on ED if you don't. So, no, I got that in the
That's
sale.
just 4chan, man.
And I got PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale.
How is that?
It's flawed. It looks on first front that it looks like a complete rip-off of Super Smash Brothers in case it whiz. But the only way to kill enemies is to build up your special power meter and hope it hits them. There's no other way of killing them.
Is it just like a mess?
Well, if you build up your special power meter and then miss, you wasted about 5 minutes of your life doing nothing. There's no other way to kill enemies but to
Really?
use
There's no melee attacks or anything?
well, there is, but you can't knock them out the screen or anything.
But you can't do anything with it. All right.
No, yeah, so it's completely point. And and I'm pissed off of all the stupid characters they've
So
put
it's
in
going
there.
to a sword fight with a wiffle bat.
Yeah, basically, it does. The fighting is superfluous. It's just a case of building up the super energy meter bar
Oh.
to do a finishing move.
So you're just playing in order to get angry and then
Yeah.
angry, hopefully
build up-
kill something.
Build up your rage bar, and hopefully, when you've got your rage bar filled up, hopefully you hit something in the meantime and get your kills. So it doesn't matter how you're fighting in the game. It all depends on kills, and that depends on luck, on if you hit somebody with your special power meter.
So,
Wow.
so basically, it's a season of Dragon Ball Z in a video game.
Essentially, yes.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Goku
a,
was
whole,
in
a
there.
whole bunch of turning the wheels in the mud, eh?
Yeah, it's like credits, credits, credits,
And it's-
attack,
Every
credits.
single video game character that you'd associate with building the PlayStation brand isn't in the game. There's no Crash Bandicoot, there's no Spyro, there's no Lara Croft.
Oh yeah.
But there's characters like Big Daddy from Bioshock, that well-known exclusive PlayStation character.
Oh, you mean the character that built up the Xbox console
Yeah, that's the one that was exclusive to the Xbox for a year and a half. That's the
before
one,
it went
yes.
to PC and PlayStation?
Nobody from Jetmoto was in that fucking game. That's bullshit.
Nothing. Virtually no one from PlayStation 1. I mean, if you're going to be really hardcore, you can have like the character from Jumping Flash or something, like say the very first.
But no one knew what he looked like until the second game.
Well, he's not supposed to know that, but but yeah, no, they got characters I don't give a shit about in there.
What you mean,
Well,
like
there's the-
Colonel Reddick?
Yeah, well, yeah. What's his name? Sean Pertwee. That is. You know, hello there. I've got a famous dad. And I'm in
Yeah.
everything. I narrate everything because I've got a raspy voice. So it's just like that. But no, there's no characters from Resistance in the game either, which is a bit odd.
I would have thought they would
But
have.
I'd rather-
I don't know. Put fucking Nathan Hale in there or something. Oh, they've already got
Nathan-
a Nathan. They got Nathan Drake, haven't they?
Yes. But They haven't, yeah. So they decided to put the new Dante because everybody likes new Dante.
Yeah,
In
everybody
there.
loves to play as an emo in a fucking game. You
Yeah,
can jump on them for
If-
fun.
exactly.
Wait, you like to jump on emos for fun?
Well, that's what we used to do down
These English
Manchester.
got
Oh, all right. Well, in that case,
they all went Martins. That's why.
Hmm.
Wrap my fucking boot round your head, mate. There, fuck off.
anything else coming out of the Christmas haul for you, Mr. Bundy?
No, I just bought a load of Blu-ray movies instead.
Oh yeah. Anything good in the Blu-ray movies? No, of course not. They're Blu-ray movies.
I got the Lost Boys trilogy box set.
Like I said.
Yes, I got the Thing Twinigy box set.
Ooh.
So yeah, it's the 1992 film and the 2011. Was it 2012? That one. I bought the reboot of The Prisoner
Mhm.
on DVD on Blu-ray because I never saw it before and apparently it's shit actually. So don't bother.
Well, there you go. Just don't pay full price for it.
Yeah,
But you're
so I just got I got Burke and Hare on DVD
Uh-huh.
on Bluray. I love that film.
What the
It's really,
fuck
really
is
good.
Burke and Hare?
It's that the people who used the body snatchers. They used to dig people up.
Oh yeah,
It's got Andy Serkis, Simon Pegg in it. It's a comedy.
I'll have to
It's
give
a
that a
really,
try.
it's really funny as well. Really, it's like a dark British humour comedy thing, but it's well worth getting. I got Toy Story 3, some anime stuff. I got a thing about buying 2 seasons of Bleach every Christmas for some reason. And
Is that
So,
is
yeah, I
that
was-
fucking series finished yet?
no, it's going to go on forever.
Oh god.
like The Simpsons.
Yes.
Oh god. Well, it was like season fucking 2 billion or something now.
I'm up to
240 million, something like that.
I've just I bought season 7 and 8, so that's where I'm at the moment. And I know there's at least season 11 and 12's coming out on
Goodness.
Amazon. So
Jesus.
and it's not even halfway through what the Japanese version's got. I got an anime movie called First Squad. I've not seen that yet. I got the Goonies as well because you got to have the Goonies on Blu-ray.
The Goonies, why?
The Truffle
That
Shuffle in
movie is-
HD.
That
Wow.
movie's mostly darkness.
Yeah.
They're underground for like 60% of the movie.
Oh, yes.
So there's that.
And I can't remember what else I bought us. Some
I-
relevant.
I couldn't handle hearing Cyndi Lauper in surround sound.
I
mean,
can't even
5.1
handle Cyndi
now.
Lauper in fucking mono.
yeah, it's like when you know where she is, even then, it's like, oh, just stop, would you?
Just show your true colors shining through.
There you go.
And that's an accurate rendition of her voice.
See,
Yeah.
yes, she sounds like an Englishman. Sounds like Sir Ian McKellen. Yes, hello.
Yes. Oh, Ian McKellen's in the reboot of The Prisoner.
Oh, is he?
Yes.
Oh, see, how do you like that? A little tie in there. Didn't expect any of that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, you know what? Let's change things up. Let's go over to the American side. Alpha Omega Sin, what's going on over in your realm as far as the video game circle jerk?
Let's see. I got a Wii U.
I'm thrilled
in
about
my-
that. Congratulations.
I
Yes,
have one too, but I just
Yay! See, you're part of our club. Sainted Magnus can't be in our club.
Fuck you.
yeah.
Hey! You sealed your fate last year. Everyone knows what you did.
I bought a Wii.
And,
bought a
and we're
Wii.
very happy for you. But, on to other things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a Wii U. It was completely sporadic and random, but I picked one up. I got the Pro version or Elite version or whatever the fuck they call it.
Premium.
Yeah.
Deluxe.
So I got the 32 gigabyte model, and it's all shiny black and demands that I put fingerprints all over it, even when I'm not home. And I got Nintendo Land with it naturally. Got new Super Mario Brothers U, got Zombie U, and I rented Tank. And that's all it's really worth right now, unless you find it for like $15, maybe $20 if you're feeling generous. Me and Yo Chaos were actually discussing this prior to the podcast. It's a really fun game. It seriously is a really, really fun game. I enjoy the shit out of it, but it is so slim on content and gameplay that it should just be a Nintendo Land attraction. But they managed
should be
to
on
somehow.
mine.
Honestly, it looks like a stretched out iOS application.
I mean, it's hard for me to talk shit on it because I really do enjoy the game a lot. The downside, it's like every button shoots. every fucking button shoots. Shoulder button shoot, trigger button shoot, face button shoot. Everything shoots, and the analog stick moves you around, and you just want it to give you something more. I would like a quick turnaround, maybe. I don't know. I'd like to like hover about, maybe some different styled ships, like the tank can transform or something. I know this is like going outside of the tank realm, but for fuck's sake, for $60, give people more.
You can't turn the turret around either, can you?
Turning around is like
The
abysmal.
turret, just a turret bit as well. Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, you have the regular tank firing, and you have 2 power-ups that you can get if an enemy drops it.
Ooh.
That's it. That's all that you get as far as like variety. And you can unlock new tanks, but all tanks feel the same. They tell you that they're supposed to feel different. They really don't. They're fucking liars. Trying to think. New Super Mario Brothers U is awesome. It's absolutely awesome. I have nothing bad to say about it. The game's fucking amazing.
That's a given.
If you like
really?
New Super Mario Brothers, then you will like this. If you don't, I don't know what to tell you other than to just flip the game off and never purchase it.
So
But-
my complaint about all these games is they should be online. I mean, that'd be ideal online for people playing New Super Mario Bros. Together.
See, I completely agree with that. I'm kind of surprised. As a matter of fact, if the games did offer online, I'd probably have been playing multiplayer a lot more often because I haven't had anybody down to play most of the games. You know, that's pretty much it. But
Not to rain on the parade, but that sounds like that would be such a fucking pain in the ass for everyone to sit and wait to get in a room to play a level that's going to go on for about 40 seconds.
that is well, that makes a lot of sense. Well, maybe you could have it like a party
Fucking
system.
ruin everything, don't you?
Well, I have a habit of doing that sort of thing.
Yeah,
but it seems to me like the kind of game that, there's some really complex moves that if you work at it as all 5 players together, it kind of requires you to be in the same room.
Isn't that game like 5 players or something? You know, like
It does support up to 5 players.
Was it 4 players on a Wii U control pad or?
4 players, some guys in charge of putting platforms on the screen.
Oh, so you got 4 players and one person being a dick, basically.
Yeah.
Can be. I know someone who was a dick to his wife with that very same game, and that shit is funny.
Yes.
It's always funny when you put the platform right over their head.
Or somewhere where they're just about to land, and they just
Yeah, nope, not for you.
they hit the wall.
It's like somebody gets to play God.
But honestly, it's a fun game. I like it a lot. I haven't really played a Mario game since Super Mario 3D Land, and I played that as soon as it came out, and I haven't played one since then. So it was nice to go and jump into this, and it's a lot of fun, and it was kind of cool because I got to test out the tablet controller, where you can play the game on the tablet controller itself and use the screen as your screen. So I started testing it out. I walked into the living room, it still worked. I walked out in the kitchen, it worked. Went upstairs, it worked. Went to the bathroom, sat down, dropped a deuce, it was still working up there. So I was like, awesome, I can play random games on the shitter. That's fantastic. So it made me pretty happy. And Zombie U is harder than all fucking hell. I'm having trouble like really getting into the game because it just keeps kicking the living shit through me, like just horrendously. I'm not kidding. Like, I don't know, maybe I just suck at the game or something. There's probably gonna be somebody in the comments like, I'm really good at the game. Good for fucking you, but I'm having trouble with it.
You got to take your time with it. You can't just bomb around in it.
Dude, see, that's the thing. I'm like flying through the fucking game, and I find myself in a situation where there's like 30 zombies, and the only thing I can do is book it, or I have that big fucking wooden plank paddling thing, and I can just fuck them up with that, and it does not work whenever there's like a whole bunch of them coming after you. You die real fast. So there's not a lot of room for error and fucking up.
Yeah, can I just tell you that wooden plank is called a cricket bat?
Okay, well, that cricket bat is not doing a goddamn thing for me.
It's what we call in Britain a twatting stick.
And I ended up getting some Wii games. I forgot about that. I got the Kirby's collection, which I was really happy to pick that up because I heart me some Kirby, and it had exclusive content on it. It even had some of the Kirby anime cartoon thing, which I thought was pretty cool. Basically, they did a Kirby collection the right way because they learned their lesson from all the bullshit.
They listened to your rant on your Super Mario one.
Yeah.
All-Stars.
Oh, dude, people were just like so fucking livid whenever they got home with it because I genuinely didn't read up on it really, and that's one of the rare times that I saw something and bought it without knowing a whole lot. But I got home and I was just like wanting to turn the game inside out and start shaking it, hoping that more discs suddenly just appear and start falling out and landing on my floor. But there was nothing, no additional content. It was just Super Mario All Stars, the ROM. But the Kirby collection, it's good. It's you got to play it to see. It's a lot of content. I'd like the Game Boy Advance games. That's my only complaint that
I
it's lack.
was hoping they would remake the original Mario games with the new Super Mario Brothers U engine. That would have been a good bonus.
Yeah, dude, that would have been fucking amazing. That or they had the remakes, Super Mario Brothers 3, Super Mario Brothers 2, and they had all the additional stuff on the Game Boy Advance. Remember with like the e-reader and shit?
Mm.
Well, if they would have included that,
Yes, I
like,
do.
if they would include all like the e-reader content directly onto a ROM and had it that way, it'd have been a fucking ton of awesomeness
It's not
because
even-
nobody wants to get an e-reader.
I said it's not even the revised version of new Super Mario All Stars, was it? As well, it's the original version because they re-released it with a new with a new Luigi sprite and with Mario World.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it would have been nice if they would have included that, but no, they pretty much just gave everybody a bird. And then their fucking abysmal music CD, which is basically MIDI tracks, where they're like, all right, you get like 10 songs, whereas the Kirby collection has like 40. And I was like, fuck yeah to that. But, they did this right, and it made me pretty happy. It didn't cost, full retail price either. And it's just, something I was really, really happy to add to it. And I also got that, I don't know how to pronounce this, but it's like Opuna or Apuna or however you fucking say it. But it's this goofy little RPG. The cover of it makes it look like it's shit. Like it looks like a Muppet game or something. And I had always seen it, and it was dirt cheap. I got it for $5, and I plan on taking a crack at it because nobody seemed to pay attention to the game, and I'm all about getting new RPGs. So yay.
Yeah.
What do you think of the upscaling on the Wii U as well for Wii games?
And to be honest, I have not gone to try it because I still had my Wii hooked up prior to getting the Wii U, and I have not gone to take a crack at it. And but I did get to see it at my friend's house, and he got the fuck about with it. The only thing that I noticed is it seems like some of the colors are washed out.
Well, I was playing that new Zelda game. I was telling you, it's in my last podcast, wasn't it? And it's grainy, really, really grainy for me, the upscaling.
And see, I heard people saying, "Oh, it depends on your TV and blah blah blah." And I was just like, I don't know. All the video footage that I saw online, then seeing it in person, all kind of has the same look that it's not done as well, which is kind of weird because the Dolphin emulator knocks out of the fucking park. So I was hoping this would have taken like the same liberty and done it, but they didn't seem to do that, sadly.
It's probably something they can fix in an update.
I hope so. And there was a lot of people complaining about those updates. I didn't fucking give a shit because I was like, oh, there will be an update. Well, plugged in, let it update, and I walked off and did other shit like make dinner. And
Oh yeah, like there's no shortage of games around here. It's like, yeah, fucking update, whatever.
Yeah, it's like, okay, while it updates, I'm going to play my PS3. And that's exactly what I did. I played PS3 while my Wii U updated. Like, what? Like, I fucking give a shit. And you know what? If you don't have another console to play, go on the internet. You can't do that. Masturbate furiously to the fucking, like, old folks home next door. That's what I do in my spare time. You don't like it? Brittle bones. All the fucking way. Eat it.
Yeah, or just use your imagination and imagine the new Wii U porn app that's coming.
Yes. It's going to be amazing, too. Everybody's going to be fapping furiously on Fridays.
Which goes to show, and I'm going to tell the entire Hater Nation now, don't you ever buy a used Wii U console. Ever.
It might be a bit sticky.
Especially not one that's white, because then camouflage is a funny thing.
Unless you have a black light, then you can go and inspect it thoroughly. Get a portable black light with you, though, and
And
take
you'll
it
find
with
that
you.
Bob Crane had used the Wii U.
No, then there'll be like blood and other things on it.
I was going to say, did you see that video on YouTube where some guy bought a second-hand Wii on eBay and it's full of dead cockroaches?
Oh, lovely.
Whoa!
Yes.
No, I did not see that. That's ew.
You want to lay
Yes.
this one on us, Larry? What was that?
Well, that's pretty much the entire.
Was that the entire thing? There was just a bunch of dead cockroaches.
Yeah. Yeah, he got it. He got it cheap because it wasn't working, and they took the front off it, and it just all these dead cockroaches fell out of it.
Wow. Better they fell out of it than they were like jam packed in there.
But they were jam packed in there.
No, but I mean like somebody like did it on purpose, just like how many cockroaches can we fit in a Nintendo Wii?
He's not many. It's totally packed in there, apparently.
No kidding, right? But then again, cockroaches are very malleable.
My friend, when he was young, years ago, his little sister used to put pieces of toast in their VHS player. I used to put sandwiches and bits of toast in it.
I like where this is going.
Dude, I'm sorry, but if I ever got any kind of device that had cockroaches in it, I'd lop off my own fucking head out of sheer shock. I'd be like, dead. That happened here. It just really quick mini story. I worked at a thrift store like back when I was 17, and one of the worst things that we ever got was we get trash bags of fucking clothes and stuff, and you have to go and root through them, find the good clothes, the ones that don't have shit stains and other curious fucking stains on them. Well, this one bag, it was, you basically rip the bag open, turn it upside down, pour it onto a thing, and everybody sorts through it. The one bag did nothing but pour out cockroaches, and they were alive. And I'm talking a fucking ton. It shut down the entire store, and it's a big fucking thrift store. I'm talking like huge. There's at least like 30 people employed there. And it was ridiculous. Like the entire store had to be evacuated, and there were just cockroaches everywhere and lots of screaming. And I picked up my Mountain Dew and just walked out the back. I was like, I'm good.
So how did they get rid of them? They have to be fumigated or anything?
I don't know, but yeah, I'm assuming they fumigated that, or people just went in there and started stomping the shit out of it and didn't realize roach eggs and whatnot. But yeah, it was pretty bad.
Were you the one to make the discovery?
No, I was actually across the room from where it happened at, and I'm basically like tagging things, putting the price tags on stuff, and then I just hear a loud scream, then a whole bunch of screaming. I look over, and I just see a cockroach is covering the fucking table, and they're like falling off the table, and they're like it's like a pool. Imagine an entire fucking pool of cockroaches skittering about,
Jesus.
And I was like, holy shit, dude, and it's. They couldn't figure out, what house donated to us a fucking garbage bag filled with cockroaches so we can go back and kick the shit out of them.
God, that's horrible. I remember the word. I once donated an entire bag full of unmatched socks.
Oh, you fiend!
You evil bastard!
I just thought that would be funny. They got a whole sack full of stuff that they could use, but they can't. I don't know. God damn.
Well, you are not devious enough.
Yeah. So
maybe they might donate it to one-legged person.
What do you want to bet? There's a bunch of thrift stores that got donated, like prom night dumpster babies.
No, mine local has.
Donating an entire bag full of cockroaches. That's happened at least once or twice. By the way, if it's happened to you, please drop us a line down in the space provided.
Yeah. So
and also just keep in mind there is definitely clothes hangers in the same bag.
Oh.
Things happen.
Anyway, moving on.
Moving on.
What have you been playing, Chaos? Come on, enlighten.
I know. I'm liven this up here because this is getting too real. So the video game circle jerk on my behalf. Christmas was good. Christmas, we had a great time. Got to have some family, see some people, do some things, and I got some games. Mrs. Yell Chaos got me Paper Mario Sticker Star for the Nintendo 3DS.
Woo!
And she also got me Zombie U for the Wii U, and as Mr. Omegason said, it kicks you in your dick and it says fuck you and spits on you. It's like it's German. And it's a fantastic thing. And I appreciate it very much. I also bought myself a bunch of games that were on sale. I bought a bunch of stuff for the Wii. But for the DS, I picked up the what did I get? I got Kirby Mass Attack, which I've been meaning to get for a while, and a game called The Glory of Heracles. And, I'm also working on the legendary Starfy for the Nintendo DS. So a whole bunch of games over on this side.
Oh, well, I have a quick question. How is the Paper Mario game?
Okay, I'm not going to lie to you. Because I have such a heavy backlog, I have not even started Paper Mario.
Nothing wrong with that.
It sits there. I opened it because I wanted those goddamn Club Nintendo points. But, I got a few games I want to get through before I get onto that one. So,
Dude, that's like one of my must-have things for the 3DS. I mean, like, there's a lot of must-have games,
mhm.
but that one's like high up on my list because I'm a really, really, really big fan of Paper Mario games. Like, ever since Paper Mario got introduced on 64,
Mhm.
I've gotten every single one like around the release date, and the one for 3DS is one of the few I didn't because it's just I've had so much fucking crap on my plate. It's just like, god damn, this is stacks upon stacks, and I'm still rooting through stuff. It's fucking ridiculous.
Oh, I know. It's amazing, and Christmas doesn't make it any easier, because
Yeah.
um, just the stuff that gets thrown at you, And what was really cool? Was really cool is Mrs. Yo Chaos's brother, my brother-in-law. He gave me something retro. He gave me a GameCube, but with the I don't know if you've ever seen them, but it's got the Super Smash Brothers skin on it.
Ooh.
And he said, "Hey,
Oh,
I don't use this anymore." And I said, "Yes, thank you." And it's made it a great addition to the game collection here in the Chaos household.
that's pretty
So how many
badass.
But
GameCubes is
for those
that
who know,
then?
I got the Wii U and having a great time with it. And I cannot stop playing Nintendo Land.
Yeah,
I was one of the
I
first people
concur.
to say, "What the fuck is with this Nintendo Land thing?" And now I cannot picture my life without it.
Here,
I
actually,
love the
this makes
Donkey
me.
Kong one.
Hmm?
Donkey Kong game is really addictive
The
to me.
Donkey Kong game is fucking impossible.
Ah, dude, it's not possible. My buddy Gordon fucking like demolished the shit out of the game. Like his first time through, me just watching him play. I can't do it because I'm impatient.
Yeah, I know. I love the game, but it is hard. Plus, I have trouble when you have to blow on the propeller to get it to raise you to the next level. I'm afraid I'm gonna spit right on the screen.
Well, you don't have to blow; just make a noise. That's what you need to do to recognise
I
it.
know. Well, I didn't think
Well, I was
about it.
gonna say, I think that you can just hold.
He
I
makes a
should just
lot of
go.
noise for me.
Sh-
He shouldn't be unfamiliar to him.
Can't you just hold down X? Because I heard somebody say that you could just hold down X and it does the same thing.
Oh, well, it's more fun if you do the thing, but I'm just afraid I'm gonna slobber all over this fucking.
Yes. Discrimination against asthmatics.
Oh well, then we might want to bring that to Nintendo's
Well,
attention.
here's a good question. I'm sorry saying it because this kind of leaves you out, but okay. This is this is basically for Mr. Bundy and Mr. Chaos. But what are your favorite Nintendo Land games? Like your personal favorite that you just enjoy the shit out of?
Legend of Zelda Battle Quest.
Yeah, that and the Donkey Kong one, I think.
That one and the one that I appreciate the most for what it does technology wise is Takamura's Ninja Castle.
That game's fun.
That
It's
one
it's
was
it's
black.
That classic
damaging to
Nintendo
your heart.
character that nobody's ever heard of
I
before.
know it's a Famicom exclusive. It's funny the stuff that didn't make it in there, and then this, like this game that no one's heard from since like 1984.
Yeah, but
You've
that's how
actually,
you get franchises back in the
Oh,
limelight
I
too.
know, and I appreciate them for what they're doing. I mean, the Octopus Dance, which I know you hate, Admiral Omega Sin.
Yeah, it's
it's
quite a
just bloody Space Channel 5, that is.
yeah.
I guess in a manner of speaking, but that one and I appreciate all of them because they are kind of a throwback to some franchises that have not gotten a lot of love in recent years. Particularly Balloon Trip Breeze. That game is tough.
You know what's fucked up? Balloon Trip Breeze is one of the games that I didn't give a fuck about, and when I played it, like out of all the games, I demolished on that. I got a platinum within like a couple tries of playing it, and I was like, "Holy fuck! I didn't know they had platinum trophies. I thought it went up to gold, and that was it." But I was just like, "Wow, I'm actually kind of good at that." But it's I don't know if I had to give top mark to anything. Oddly enough, I've played Pikmin the most, like the absolute most of everything. I've played that to death, and I don't know why. Because I thought that I'd like the Metroid game and Legend of Zelda game the most, but I keep finding myself playing Pikmin. I don't get it.
That one's a
It's
lot
really
of fun. It's actually that one's more fun in a multiplayer application, I find.
I don't know.
I,
Well, that's my girlfriend got me killed on that several times.
Well, I didn't say it was, easier. I just said
I,
it was more fun.
I think the F-Zero one's a bit of a wasted opportunity.
I think it is.
Yes.
Now, Larry, I
It should
have
have been a
that.
racing game. And
Huh?
it says, it's easy to look at the screen, the Wii tablet and the screen. It's not. It's easier to look at the TV than it is the
Well,
tablet.
using it as a steering wheel. Now, I want to ask you, when you play the F Zero game, do you find that your gamepad commonly is knocked out of calibration?
You do have to hold it completely vertically,
Hmm.
and that's sometimes knocks out of calibration because you tend to hold it as an angle, don't you, when you're
Yeah.
steering?
Oh, are you
But yeah,
supposed to hold it completely vertically?
yeah, deadly vertically.
Oh,
That's
well,
why.
I must be really good at reading things then. Okay. Uh, I don't know why I didn't pick up on that. I'll have to put that into perspective. Um,
Yes,
I don't know.
discrimination
That
against
but
our
yeah,
freak.
it is a bit of a wasted opportunity. It's looks like it's almost a good game.
the thing is, it's
It's
not
not
a
a bad
bad
game.
game,
No, not
but
at all.
it's not F-Zero. That's
No,
that's my main issue with it. Is
it's
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 not an F-Zero
a
game.
yeah, it's like an introductory racing game with an F-Zero skin over it.
Yeah.
There needs to be a racing game in the collection. There's no racing games there, really, is there?
Well, I mean, at this point, you know what they should have done?
I
In
think it's
all
because I
honesty, they
think
should have just called it Diddy Kong Racing.
they could have.
Like they could have called it Diddy Kong Racing. They could have called it Mario Kart for what the fuck ever. Like they could have called it a number of things because F-Zero is speed, like an alarming amount of speed and exhilaration and shit like that. And that game is the opposite. You know, it's. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just not F-Zero.
No, of course not. Because I mean, I think you make a good point with the Diddy Kong Racing because Diddy Kong Racing is kind of the slowest of those three.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that would work out better. But I think maybe it was just to kind of give a goose to the F Zero fans, like, hey, we don't know what the hell to do with F Zero, but F Zero.
I mean, hell, it does make me happy that I get to see my little me character wearing, Captain Falcon
Falcon's out.
stuff,
Hmm.
and that's fucking fantastic. It's just, a lot of stuff with Nintendo Land. You also have to take it with a grain of salt because it's, they're not meant to be full-fledged games, but you can't help but to not want more out of everything. But that also says something about Nintendo Land. I thought it was going to be a piece of shit, and
It's
not
a
care
far
about
more
it.
fleshed out game than Wii Sports ever was.
Oh, by fucking far. You actually progress in the game. You unlock stuff, and it's a lot more filled out of a game. You have multiple ways to play each game, and I appreciate for all those aspects, except for that fucking stupid octopus dance game. I'll never like it.
Do you ever play the now to saying to Magnus? I feel bad you're getting left out of this discussion, but too bad. Uh,
Get a
Yeah,
Wii U, damn it.
teach you to be so poor.
yeah, that's what you get for making videos against Bayonetta 2. Um, now, but I want to know. Now, does anybody ever just get lost playing that Tower Plinko game where you're just dropping coins down?
Oh, that's the
Um,
one I play a lot as
I
well.
got-
Because I
I
find
get
I just
lost
put
in
my
them
feet up and
games
I can
on
play that for
Shenmue.
like half an hour.
I get lost in those
Yeah.
games
What'd
on
you say,
Shenmue,
Standard?
for fuck's sake.
Everybody gets lost in Shenmue.
What do you know about the four voodoo?
Where can I find sailors at?
In the bars.
Would you like to
They
play a game
have
of Lucky Hit?
tattoos, I heard.
Oh, watch out for them. Anyway, you know what? It's time to re-British-size the video game circle jerk. So, Sainted Magnus, what's on your plate?
Well, before we kind of concluded season 2, I bought myself an Xbox, if people remember me mentioning that before we broke for Christmas. Well, since
Hey, buddy, well, it's 2005.
I know it's 2005. No, well, just to set the record straight, I had a PlayStation 3 since 2009, and I've had an Xbox 360 the same year. I sold my Xbox 360 2 years ago because I just weren't playing it. Now that there's some games to play on it that I wanted to play, I've started playing it again, obviously. So, what I've been playing a lot of Skyrim, as in I can actually play a working copy of the fucking game because the PlayStation version is broken by all fucking standards of gaming, in my opinion. It's fucked. So I've actually been taking off the chance to actually play a lot of RPGs on the Xbox, which is what I'm mainly using it for things like Witcher 2 and Skyrim, as I mentioned. So I've been playing a lot of Skyrim. I also played and finished Forza Horizon, which is actually a pretty good little racing game. I do urge people to actually go out and buy it if you can. What else have I been playing? On the PlayStation front, I played and finished Max Payne 3. Fucking wonderful game, but one problem with it, and it's a niggle that should be fucking sorted, and that is the lovely sticking to the walls. I stuck to the walls many, many, many times, and it kind of ruined the game for me. It's
Oh yeah, dude, that happened a lot.
it,
Way too
it
fucking
it was
much.
like, yeah, I thought it was at one particular point in the game because I remember asking Alpha, what, a couple of weeks ago it was, saying, "Did you ever stick to the walls?" And he was like, "Yeah, once." I got to the point where it was sticking to the walls like every other fucking level, and it was getting it.
Oh no, I didn't say once. It's definitely it happened a couple of times. It happened not in that fucking graveyard. It happened towards the end in the fucking like one office building, and it was sticking to like things that were waist high, things that were like entire gigantic walls. It was just retarded. And like, how didn't you fucking notice that this was happening to everybody?
It kept happening to me on that second to last boss. You know, the one where before you go to the airport and start shooting ships up at the airport. That level before
Yeah.
that, where you got that fucking head of security guy shooting fucking rounds at you.
Well,
That actually
in the
fucking looked at
plane?
you. That fuckhead. You know, I was at that point and it kept fucking me over on there. So yeah, I'll be playing a bit of that. In terms of handheld, I've recently been playing Zelda, the Ocarina of Time 3D because it's part of my gaming mission to actually play a handheld game for once. So though I've not been playing
That's
much.
a noble ambition there, sir.
It is a noble ambition, but it's needed to be done because I've been playing a lot of console games recently, and people are saying you should be playing more games. I'm like, okay, then I'll play this. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing. There's not a lot because I'm not posh like these bastards with a Wii U. Oh look, I've got a Wii U. I can play games on the shitter. Yeah, I've been able to play games on the shitter for 20 years. Just carry the TV into the bathroom. Yeah, so yeah, that concludes the video game circle jerk. Chaos, do your job.
I'm doing my job by reminding you that, yeah, because you're poor, you're jealous.
Fuck you. I ain't.
I bet you're so poor you can only afford 2 butlers.
And he can only have an upstairs maid, but not a downstairs maid.
Yes.
So that's why the floors down there are just repulsive.
Yes, it's
Damn it!
A 2012 Lamborghini? Oh, that sucks. Sorry to hear
I'll
that.
bet you have one of those cars that's, dear me, fuel efficient.
No, I have
You
one.
actually
I have
care
one of
about
them
fuel.
Ferraris. You know, the ones that you
Oh,
buy the
Ferrari.
Ferrari, you don't actually own the physical thing. It's kind of like DLC for motoring.
Oh, have I told you about my new car? Yes, made by Caterpillar. It gets one highway, 0 city. So there's that. Anyway, yeah, Mr. Magnus, that was pretty good stuff. That was a good circle jerk. I bet you hear that all the time in New York City.
In New York.
So it's time for halftime, and the halftime is where we just kind of take a second to breathe and have a chat about whatever's on our mind. And also, we feature the Hate Bit Ball Bag. I should also remind you that this week's Hate Bit Ball Bag is brought to you by the Larry Bundy Death Threat app, coming soon to the Apple App Store. And if you've seen Larry Bundy's review of Devil May Cry, and you feel like making a death threat against Larry Bundy, just go and check it. It's in the App Store on your iPhone and other iPhone capable devices. So please check that out on the iOS and the iOS App Store.
Can I just
The
point
Larry
something
Bundy
out?
threat.
Can I just point
What's that?
something out? You're gonna know, you know, some idiot's gonna look for that on the App Store.
Well, it's coming soon. Coming soon. So, if it's not there yet, just, sit there and wait. And in the meantime, listen to Eddie Money. So
Money,
you can
money,
do
money,
that.
money. Sorry.
Yeah. So all kinds of good stuff. So as I said once before, if you'd like to make a death threat against Larry Bundy, you know how to do it, and you can do it on your iOS capable products.
I hate you.
Hey, it's not my fault that you hate things, and
Yes, how dare I have a valid opinion
how
about
dare you
video
have an
games.
opinion of anything? Don't you know that's against the law?
The law?
Yes,
I broke the
Law.
law and the law won.
I am the law.
I am the law.
Anyway, Let's go ahead and dig right into the Hate Bit ball bag. It's about that time. This first piece of mail in the Hate Bit ball bag comes to us from Samson Knight 909. He says, "Hey guys, just wondering, what is your favorite alternate costume in a video game? Mine is the 1970s blue Batman in Arkham City. Thanks for answering and have a great podcast." Well, thank you very much, Samson Knight. Alternate costumes. You know who's the expert on alternate costumes? It's Alpha Omega Sin.
Yeah, he has his own
Mr.
alternate
Omega.
costume.
Yeah, what are your alternate costumes?
My alternate costumes. Let's see. I do have the wacky inflatable arm flailing tube man Emporium car salesman outfit that I wear from time to time.
You also have that Lederhosen outfit of yours.
Oh well, that's a sticker, but now the word is out. It's okay. This seemed
Uh-oh.
like a good time to do it. Season premiere. Fuck yeah. I do have my low budget Ninja Turtle alternate costume, which is always really good because it's from when I was in like first or second grade, so and it still fits like a glove.
Made of shiny foam.
Well, that's just the actual turtle shell part. The rest of it is just crummy
Pajamas.
plastic, and yeah, it pretty much is pajamas, more or less, stretchy pajamas. But let's see. A favorite alternate costume in a game? Fuck. That question got sprung on me really fast, and let's see. I'd say one of my favorites. I mean, because you said Batman Arkham City, there was two in that I liked a whole lot because I was really surprised when I saw them, and that's the one that it's supposed to look like it's Batman from Batman the Animated Series, and it's stylized to look like he jumped right out of a cartoon and is running around in this realistic looking setting, and the other one is the Batman Beyond costume. That one I loved a whole bunch because Batman Beyond is fucking awesome, and I've been talking about that a bunch lately with some people in some comic book groups and forums and stuff I'm on. So yeah,
Oh,
I'll
you
just
just
go with
like
those
the-
ones.
You just like it because he looks like he's wearing a gimp suit.
Well, he needs to have like a Batman themed ball gag or something, and maybe a couple zippers, like it's fucking Hot Topic pants or something.
Wait, should the ball gag look like the bat signal?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
I'd like to think like the harder he bites down on it, the brighter that the light gets, and then everybody is well aware that he's having a good and or bad time. So, but yeah, that's all I can think of off the top of my head when it comes to fucking alternate costume shit. I'm actually just having a hard time of thinking of them, so I'll just pass this off to Sainted Magnus because I ran out of thoughts. Yeah,
You
there
ran
you
out
go.
of funny
Sainted,
things to
take it away.
Let's see. Fucking hell. Going back a bit here. Spider-Man on the PlayStation 1. You could have a bunch of costumes on that. One of my favorites was actually the Spider-Man Venom suit, which I've always liked, since watching Spider-Man the Animated Series back when I was growing up.
Oh yeah.
Now, I'd like to point out I don't know much about the comics. I know a lot about the films and the animated series, so just to put my knowledge into perspective, so if there's any other costumes out there, people will probably correct me anyway. Spider-Man on the PS2, when you could actually, one of the levels on the movie game, you can actually wear the costume he wore for the wrestling match against Bonesaw in the movie. I like that. That costume is pretty cool because I don't know what it is. I've always liked. I don't like the sleek.
Him in a balaclava. That's not cool.
No, I was just gonna say I don't like. I'm not a big fan of like sleek futuristic looks. I like practical, real, gritty real life looks. So that's one thing I like.
What we actually could afford to have in real life. You mean rather than
Exactly.
super expensive latex spandex.
Exactly. Even though, yeah, we know he's super smart and he can make that sort of shit with a fucking test tube and a fucking big beer can or whatever.
I don't know. When it comes to Spider-Man, I always fancy the Spider-Man 2099 outfit. That one that
That
looks
was
so
a
fucking
good
badass.
one.
Dude, that one's sick looking.
Shitty
And
comic, but stupid.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, a lot of the 2099 series was fucking garbage. But Spider-Man's costume for that just looked badass as shit. It's so fucking awesome. If anybody hasn't seen it, like Google it because you'll be like, oh, that's awesome as hell.
Especially on the foil cover.
Yeah. Yeah, oh, definitely. The 2099 costume does show up in some of the games, but no, I do. I fancy that, and they have that Spider-Man Noir costume as well, which is pretty
that's
cool.
a pretty good one. It's like a
yeah,
1940s
I'd like those.
stealth thing, isn't it?
It's sort of an Alan Grant type costume, you'd imagine.
Hmm.
So do you got some other ones that you like other than those?
I'm just trying to think of some. I'm going to pass it off to somebody else while I have a think like yourself. I'm going to go with. I've got a choice of two here. Oh, fucking hell.
No, you're just gonna throw it to me, and you know you don't have anything else on deck, but you're just gonna
No, I'm gonna...
pass it off and make it my fault because you think I don't have anything prepared. Is that what you think?
No, I don't actually. I was going to pass it to
Okay.
Larry because I know
Oh
he's.
well, fine.
know,
I see how it is.
I
I
know
get
he
no
likes
regard
drawing.
around it.
Yeah.
I know he likes drawing
He likes
stuff.
me
So
more than you.
climb
now.
back in your fucking hole, you little bugger.
Oh.
Yeah, all you want. Go on, Larry. Your turn.
Street Fighter 4 Zangief's Hagar costume.
Yeah.
I thought that was quite cool. Yes. That's one of my most memorable ones.
I was completely unaware of this.
Oh, yes.
Well,
It's
That's
excellent
super
costume.
cool.
Well, actually, just have to say that Street Fighter 4 never came out on a Nintendo system. I think the only Capcom-based fighter that I know
Yes,
of.
it did. It came out on
The
3DS.
3DS.
No, not that. That's not relevant. That's just a shadow of its former self. I
You and your fucking details.
know I'm details. I'm talking about on a home console, proper home console.
Okay, then your point being,
So, point being,
believe me, it's coming out in the Wii U, just like all the other dated software coming out on the Wii U.
yeah. I think that's one thing that pisses me off about the Wii U is the fact that they're giving you last year's
Oh,
software.
enough of your goddamn bullshit.
wait,
These
I'm
people
not.
want to hear about alternate costumes.
Yeah, alternate costumes. All right, then. Go on. You got an alternate costume somewhere?
The only ones that I can really think that made any difference to me were the alternate costumes in the N64 version of Resident Evil 2, where Claire had the pink outfit and Leon had the vest with the gloves and I mean, he looked like Woody Harrelson in Natural Born Killers. So that was those are the only costumes that really ever stuck
Oh,
out to me.
Oh, I'm
But
such
I
like the-
an idiot. I just remembered.
Speaking of which. Oh,
Go on.
okay.
I'll just quick.
Oh, I was going to.
Go on, you first.
Oh, I was gonna...
You first. You're the guest.
Okay, I'll go first because I'm
having
more
a polite contest over here.
We're too
I have more
polite for our
subscribers.
record. Right, you fucking go first, right? Get it done. Go for it now.
I was going to.
Get on
Resident Evil 6, you could play as Resident Evil 1 skins and Resident Evil 2.
Ooh.
So you can have the Resident Evil 1 character models. You know, the really old, really pixelated sort of
Oh,
looking
Bad
PlayStation 1
voice acting
models.
to go with it.
No. unfortunately.
I would love it if it came with that kind of voice acting.
I
that
know, right?
That would make me giddy.
I'm a human.
Yeah.
Made you
Stop!
almost a
I'm
true
human.
savage.
Blood. That's not Chris's blood, is it?
Barry
No,
Burton's
The
never
one
appeared
that
in
I
Disney.
remembered. Now I can't believe I missed this one. Sticking with Res Evil 3. When you complete the game, you get a key, which gives you access to the clothes shop, and you get a whole host of different costumes for Jill. And one of them, you could actually dress up as Regina from the Dino Crisis 1 and 2 games.
That is the best alternate costume that she has, in my opinion.
That-
That one's fucking awesome.
That's just the best costume, period. Because it's like a wetsuit with a fucking corset on. That's basically all it is. And that's just fantastic. There's just no other word for it. It's just fantastic.
See?
Any
There you go.
any other costumes, people?
That's really all that did it for me, to be honest.
Alpha, I'm sure you got some buried in the depths of your mind.
In the fucking backlog of bullshit inside my brain. I don't know. Let's see. I'd like the alternate masks if those count for Splatterhouse. Just because some looked a lot cooler than others. Let's see. For Final Fantasy, sometimes they ended up having alternate costumes depending on which game that you were playing. Like if you're playing the Dissidia series, or if you count like their Kingdom Hearts costumes, sometimes they look a lot cooler in that. Like I thought Cloud looked pretty badass in Kingdom Hearts, and I was like, wow, that is so neat. He has a gigantic bat demon wing thing that rhymed inadvertently. Yeah. Thinking. Nope, I'm still drawing a blank. Sorry.
Oh well, that's gonna have to do it. That was enough.
I've got one last one.
Think.
One last one.
What's
one last
that?
one. Now this is not more one that impacted me the most in life, but actually I find it quite funny, and that is the Cloud dressing up as a woman on Final Fantasy VII. because you have to go around and get the bits and make a dress
Yeah.
up as a woman just to get into a fucking room. I don't know why he couldn't have just fucking walked in there with his big fuck off sword and chopped people's heads off, because that would have been a bit more interesting.
Yeah, I would have liked that a lot more instead of him basically playing the tuck game.
Yeah, it's like,
So that didn't
oh,
work
I
quite
like
well.
wearing this dress. Yeah, okay.
I look kind of pretty.
I look pretty. But the one thing that made me laugh about that section was the fact that when they were trying to question the fucking pimp, or whatever his fucking name was, they were going to say, right, you either tell me or I'm going to smash them off, I'm going to chop them off, or I'm going to break them off. That sort of thing. I thought that was pretty funny as well. Yeah, bit of a pointless thing, but it's funny. Anyway, moving on.
Anyway, we got some more mail here. That was very descriptive, and I'm very proud of you.
Yeah.
We got some more mail here, and this one comes from MET. Okay, oh sorry, Metal Guitar 657, and he says, "Hails and horns to the keepers of the hateful mains, Chaos and Alpha." I guess that's what he means. He says, "Are there any hair care tips the two of you could bestow upon the hater nation? P.S. Keep a watchful eye on your scalps. I'm noticing a disturbing trend with hairstyles on the podcast, e.g., Sainted Magnus and the occasional inclusion of Silent Rob." Uh, wow, that's quite a bit of something right there. Alpha Omegason.
I know
What?
exactly what he's on about with that one.
I think he is
Can,
too.
can I
Wow.
can I just protect myself on that
Sure,
one?
feel free.
I'm growing my hair back, and
Oh,
it's growing
no,
back
then,
at a fucking rate at the moment, so I'm pretty much
oh,
happy.
then I recommend if you're going to be, painting anytime soon to use a leave-in conditioner.
No, I'm actually I'm gonna hire somebody to fucking paint, and then I'm gonna take a holiday.
Oh, there you go. That's the spirit. Anyway, Alpha Omega said, any hair care tips for the Hater Nation?
Let's see. Take care of split ends as soon as you get them. Like, as soon as you get them. Like, the earlier, the better. Because if you let those fuckers go for a long time and your hair starts growing out, it becomes a mess. Then you have to chop off quite a bit to get it back to a healthy state so it can grow back in. Trying to think of stuff beyond that. This may sound really dumb, but if you have long hair, brush from the bottom of your hair up to get knots out, because if you start right at like the base of your scalp and go back, then all of a sudden you're just ripping a bunch of hair out and you're making knots in the middle of your hair. And I ended up learning that from my ex-girlfriend years and years ago, because I brush my hair like a guy does, like I don't give a shit, because I don't. But then she taught me that, and I was like, wow, I'm not just ripping out chunks of my hair when I brush my hair. That's fucking sweet. Thank you.
She was Mr. Miyagi just teaching you the way of tending your hair.
The way.
Well, dude, she has amazing looking hair. But see, technically, this is a terrible question for somebody like me, because by comparison, the person who has the nicest hair on the podcast is Yell Chaos. If you've ever looked at his videos, he has feathery fucking locks that bitches around the world are just like chomping at the bit and fucking envious of, and would happily just menstruate like right through a motherfucker to be able to get to him, just to ask him, how do you get it that way?
Well, he is Vidal
yeah.
Sassoon, so.
Oh, actually, how do I do that? I wash that shit.
Well, here you have to give some like what kind of shampoo and conditioner.
Oh, what do
you
I use? I use Tresemme, the cheapo salon stuff. I think the key is to wear a hat sometimes. The sun is not your friend. It is there to kill you. Also, I want to offer some beard advice, because
I was going to
Alpha
say
Megasin,
that.
yeah, we need a little beard advice, and I'm gonna lay some beard advice on you right now. Wash that shit. When you're in the shower, little shampoo, little conditioner. I'm not saying that, you don't want to be frilly or anything, but think about chicks and what they have to deal with.
Yep.
Nobody wants to kiss anybody who smells like hot trash.
And can I just say one thing? Comb it as well, because there's no
Comb it, exactly. Make it look nice. Know what?
Because
yeah.
The one thing that pisses me off, right, is when you get up in the morning, you've got your beard's all messy. It's like your hair is. You look like somebody just fucking shocked your bollocks while you've been sleeping. So after you've washed it, like Yo Chaos mentioned, just get a fine tooth comb. A nit comb is even better, and just comb it through. And I tell you what, you get a lot more respect for people that once you've combed your beard, you don't look like a fucking tramp that goes at the bus stop.
What tips do you have for taking out bits of dried soup, though, from your beard?
See, that's one of the things, like, people don't ever pay attention to that shit. Like, if you're in the shower, you should be scrubbing your beard, because, like, if you have like a full beard, like somebody like me, okay, the sides of your mouth, you'd be surprised, you'll get food in that bitch, you may not notice it, but it's there, and that shit is fucking nasty. It's clinging on to like your hair and just staying there. So scrub it, trim it, and keep it in fucking like prime condition, because if not, you're just gonna look like a fucking hobo that'll never get any pootie tang. So stop that.
And there's
And it's
Unless
just
that's
fucking
your
sad.
goal. Unless that's your goal. Then I recommend eating as much Campbell's tomato soup as possible.
Oh no,
And
cereal. Cereal's way to go. Dried up milk in your
oh,
fucking
that's a
beer.
great idea. Oh, and also I recommend Rice Krispie treats because that's crumbly shit and sticky shit at the same time.
And I don't think the ladies want you to have face dandruff. So yeah, listen
Well,
to
not necessarily. If it's tasty dandruff, it might work out.
yeah, but we
Yeah,
don't.
you know,
You want the
depends on your
ladies. You
diet.
don't want the fucking face dandruff.
There are some fucked up bras that listen to this show, man. Believe me, it just might work out for them.
Yeah,
Whatever floats the boat.
take it from us. We're at the very least, we're hygienic and we understand about this shit. If you're gonna fucking have long hair or have fucking like facial hair and stuff, take care of it, because it's nasty when a motherfucker doesn't. And you start getting those cross looks and everything. Not just because you look fucking crazy, but because you look smelly, nasty, and crazy.
Yeah,
Gee, and there you go.
I'll speak for the people that are tattooed, because I'm probably the only person on this podcast that's ever been
The
tattooed.
lotion on that shit.
Make sure you look after your tattoos once you've had them done, because you don't want that shit scabbing over and then you're getting bits fucking pulled out, if you know what I mean. Yeah? So
Huh?
protect them. And piercings, I used to have piercings, believe it or not. You know, keep them clean. You know, if you got face piercings, you know, like in your lip or whatever, obviously sterilize them every night.
About the Prince Albert.
And then if you got a Prince Albert, then you're a fucking stupid fuck. And why did you do that?
Well, this is we're off to a great stop. I want
Yeah,
you to know
anyway,
that. It's just
Move on.
Anyway, so yeah, wash your shit and so on.
We won.
Tips for life right here on the Hate Bit Podcast. Anyway, that's going to wrap up the Hate Bit Ball Bag. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, correspondence of any kind, please drop us a line at hatebitpodcast@gmail.com. Also, don't forget to check us out on the Facebook, because all kinds of fun stuff happens right there on the Facebook. Hate Bit Podcast on the Facebook. And it was also brought to us by the Larry Bundy Death Threat app. If you're in the mood, drop by the Apple App Store and make a death threat against Larry Bundy. He said some horrible things about Devil May Cry. And
Yes, I don't like the wig.
anyway, and that's gonna do it for halftime. Anyway, we got not much time and well, lots to do it in. So this was kind of thrown in my face by Alpha Omegason. Maybe he can shed some light. Apparently, new SimCity beta program could get you banned on all EA games. What's that all about, Mr. Omegason?
Well, it's Electronic Arts being a bunch of fucking cuntwads. Surprised anyone? Anyone out there surprised Electronic Arts being a cuntwad?
No.
No surprises?
Used to
All
me.
right. Yes, news to me too, because Electronic Arts decided that, in the middle of a beta for the new SimCity, that if you come across like any kind of glitches, if you come across any kind of bugs in the game, and you fail to report it, that you can go and have like your account completely banned on all Electronic Arts games. All of them across the board. Doesn't matter if it's just SimCity, it's across the board. If you're taking advantage of any of those glitches or bugs, you're banned across the board. So not reporting and taking advantage of these things in the middle of a beta. I mean, I can understand being reprimanded for taking advantage of a glitch within an online game that's, competitive and stuff, and they tell you to stop it. In most games, they just fix the fucking glitch and go about their day, because that's what they should be doing. But in this case, they're taking immediate action. All right, that's the way to really get things going. We'll take all of our beta testers and tell them to go fuck off, because I'll totally get them to buy our game and tell us what's wrong with it.
Yeah, that's a great way to expand your audience by drastically limiting the amount of people who can buy your game.
Absolutely. And beta testers, those are usually like the die-hard fans of said franchise, said company, that will sign up immediately for something. And it's just, I've never seen like affirmative action to this kind of degree over something so fucking minuscule. It's like, oh man, you taking advantage of a fucking glitch in a game. That's not the first time that's ever happened. You're banned on everything. You're trying to go online, play Battlefield. You're banned. Play Dead Space online. You're banned. You want to play some of the sports games online? Banned. Doesn't matter. Just banned across the board. And that's a bunch of horseshit.
So basically, they're just
I don't know, I
dropping the
Well,
just-
ban ham.
realistically, it's only going to hurt EA.
Oh yeah, it's only going to hurt them, but it's still just a really dumb way to go about things, and it's just another one of the fine examples of why EA gets the flack that they do. Even when they do something good, then they fucking follow it up with 13 retarded things right afterwards to make sure that the scales are tipped in the fucking idiot direction.
But since when has EA actually been commended for their business decisions? Seriously.
I'm pretty sure Forbes does it all the time.
Forbes likes kissing everybody's fucking ass to be told.
Well, as I've said previously on the YouTubes, down with EA.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just one little random thing I thought was kind of fucked up because I haven't heard of too many game betas going out there. If there are other game betas where they've went to this kind of extreme, please by all means share, because I would love to hear about that. But yeah, it's the first time I've ever heard them going to that kind of degree.
It's just intense, man.
It is, but it's Electronic Arts, nothing new. So yeah.
Speaking of intense, we stumbled across some information earlier in the week about Atari USA filing for bankruptcy. And I know what you're thinking. They still make games?
They still make games? What?
Yeah, but as it turns out, Atari USA is filing for bankruptcy in the U.S. Apparently, in order
Atari US filing for bankruptcy in the US, see?
Well, see, I mean, you can't do it in Canada. Nothing goes on in Canada.
Oh,
Thank you, Mr. Bundy. I appreciate you.
I do like pointing out grammatical errors.
Well, and we appreciate that. We'll
Yes.
scratch your name off here. Anyway, Atari USA filing for bankruptcy, apparently to divorce themselves business-wise from their French parent, Atari, the prime Atari headquarters there, or the parent company, which just calls themselves Atari. And it's an attempt apparently to bring Atari USA back into being a privately held company, buying itself essentially out of public holdership. And I don't know why this is interesting, and I don't know why this made news. What does Sony do, or what does Atari do again?
They make mobile games.
I mean, can anybody remember the last thing that Atari... They make mobile games?
They make
Fuck
mobile
themselves
games
over
mostly.
with- They really fucked themselves over that Alone in the Dark reboot. They put so much money
Pardon?
into
You gone blah 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 on us. You gone blah 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 blah.
Am I?
Yes.
Well, you sound like a robot underwater. It's kind of cool in a way.
Are you gargling something?
No.
You-
Hello?
You
Can you
said,
hear me
In
still?
a way, it sounds like tinfoil being gargled.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Should I?
There we
Do you
go.
want to kick me out?
You're back. You're back.
Oh, hello there.
Hello there.
Yes.
Yay! Mr. Bundy's
Oh,
back to
okay.
normal. He's not the
Hello,
robot
yes,
underwater like we
yes.
assumed.
Yes, I'm no longer part of the Borg.
Right. Please continue.
I said that Atari really screwed themselves over with that reboot of Alone in the Dark. They
Oh,
put so
God,
much
yeah.
money into it, and it
Dude,
bombed.
that was a fucking train wreck, and it was like I played the demo, and it was probably one of the worst demos I've ever played in my entire life, ever. Like it just and so a franchise that should be up there with the greats, and it isn't because of shit like that.
Well, it was one of the pioneers of survival horror, wasn't it?
Well, it was, but then it was just like failed game after failed game, and that was just like one of many examples. Hell, me and Chaos, the last thing that we could remember was Ghostbusters from Atari. And how long ago did the Ghostbusters game come out?
That was like 1987 or something like that. I don't know.
No, 2009 there was a reboot of it, but I'm not sure if that
Yeah, there was that one, and then I think they did Centipede Infestation on the 3DS. And yeah, I know, like total, gangbusters games, right?
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like I honestly, and I'm not being a smartass when I say this. I'm not trying to put the company down, but I seriously forgot Atari existed.
Yeah.
Until this news article was brought up, and I was like, "Holy shit! Yeah, they make games. I think. Wait, do they still? Thinking.
Well, we know
I thought they just...
we know that we put their name on things.
Yeah, the only time that I ever see something that's Atari related is merchandise. It's like
Yeah.
Centipede, Shot Glass,
Oh,
and
the
it's
bloody
like, here's a
flashback
mug of
console.
Pac-Man.
And the flashback consoles they love to sell to
Oh
people.
yeah, the flashbacks, yeah, the all-in-ones, yeah. They've
Oh
got
yeah.
that going for them, but it's really sad. You kind of want to look in the face like, what the fuck happened to you?
Doesn't
You
Blaze
know?
make them flashback consoles?
No, that's the Neo Geo one.
Ah, right.
Actually, nobody talked about that.
No,
Which one?
Neo Geo,
Did you get
Neo
Did you get
Geo.
the Neo Geo console name, mate?
No, I did. Did anybody get that one? I know that Mr. Magnus said he was going to.
I was going to, but then I bought the Xbox. Now, the reason
Oh,
being is because when I was going to buy it, I was speaking to one of my friends about it, and he was saying that the actual thing is a disaster. There was a problem with
Emulation.
the emulation. It's just software emulation, not hardware emulation. It's the speaker was a bit and things like that.
Yeah, basically it's Linux running a Neo Geo emulator, and it's not very good a one at that.
No, so that's
And I also heard that the hardware itself feels pretty cheap.
it's pretty cheap, but it's not pretty cheap for itself. It's what, like $200 for the
Yeah, 170 quid or
premium
something.
pack, and it's like 175 quid in the UK.
The thing is
don't
that,
worry, it'll be much cheaper very soon.
dude, something like that should have sold like a fucking ton, but it's just, a failed execution. It's kind of depressing to think about because we could have like a really awesome Neo Geo home console. Like, just imagine if they released packs where you got eventually, like, they've released like 5 or 6 packs with 20 or 30 something games on each, and then eventually get the whole Neo Geo library. That would be fucking amazing.
Oh yeah, somebody already found out how to pirate it in less than a week.
Oh, of course. I can't believe it took that long.
So yeah,
I would have thought it would have been
It's-
done in like what 10 hours,
Yeah.
and even
I
that's
thought it'd
too
be
long.
done day one, but it's probably more because, they had to actually find people who had that knowledge and actually went and bought it.
did you?
That is a problem, isn't it?
I was going to say, did you hear what the actual hack was? What it turned out to be? The security protection.
I
No.
bet it was something so
They
simple
glued
it
the
was
SD
ridiculous.
card to it.
Was that it?
Yes, the SD card was glued inside. That was their security protection.
Wow.
That's
Some fucking super glue will keep them out.
Yeah.
That's like having a home defense system with nothing but fucking crazy glue around the doors. They won't get in.
I will be protected by this piece of tracing
I'm gonna
paper.
glue the
It's
fucking
soggy.
the guard dog's paws to the floor. He'll just stay there and bark at you.
Yeah, you're gonna duct up.
that's a great idea. They'll never get these jewels because I'm going to super glue them to the dresser.
It's like those assholes who fucking super glue pennies onto the floor. And they're like, look at you trying to pick that shit up. But dude, that's seriously, it was fucking super glued in there.
It's hot glue. You know.
Hot glued, super glued, wacky glued,
Yeah.
fucking just Elmer working his fucking meat log in there. Doesn't matter. This shit is fucking sad.
That is
God
funny.
damn.
I'm buying one right now just so I can hack.
Did you make a
Fuck
reference to a cartoon cow?
No, Elmer glue, like
Yeah,
know.
that's what I mean.
Super cow.
No, not like Elmer Fudd glue.
There we go.
We're getting off track here, man.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
So, anyway,
Anyway, you know what else is going on in the news that I can't understand? And speaking of companies that you really can't figure out, Sony is apparently sometime this year going to turn a profit. Their first profit since 2008. Can you believe that?
how does that work?
I don't know. It's not very clear. You know how the analysts are. They just kind of throw facts and figures and expect it to make sense.
You mean they throw facts and figures expecting us to make sense of it?
Oh yeah, that's really what it seems to be. Um,
I can tell you how.
how's that?
Okay. Here's what Sony's going to do. They have a US headquarters. They're going to be selling it for 1.1 billion. But the thing is, what's strange about this, they aren't just like fully selling off the building. What they're doing is they're actually going to be renting it out and making a bunch of money off of this. So at the end of everything, they end up, turning a nice profit. It's all because they're selling a fucking building, then renting it out.
So
And it's
wait a
not
minute.
because
They
of
couldn't
the-
make any money selling product, but they're going to make money in real estate.
Yeah, that's the ironic part. Real estate, which is, been in the shitter for how long now, is going to be the thing that saves the electronics company, not their products. But because they're sort of kind of selling one of their buildings here in the US, and it's just mind fucking boggling. That's all I can really say. And it's weird because the way that they word everything, everybody keeps on saying like this is a really good idea. But to me, if you're selling buildings and you're not moving into another location, that's bad.
Yeah, that's
To
that's
me,
what's called that's what they call the '90s downsizing.
I was going to say that's
Yeah.
what it is. It's downsizing at the end of the day.
I mean, they could be moving to another building, but nowhere in any of these articles does it state that all these people are now going to be relocated somewhere else. It's just we're selling off this building and we're going to make, money off of this per month because we're suddenly a big time fucking landlord. Oh, and we have 4K televisions. Hoo-ha!
Hey,
Stuff like
we'll
that.
have what? We'll have about 4K televisions, huh? One each.
Do you have $36,000 burning in your pocket? Buy our television.
or
Oh, you're not retarded. Well, okay.
or buy a few cars for your family.
Yeah.
Or pay for an education for your kid.
I'll tell you
so
what.
that
If I win the
they
lottery, I'll
don't
buy
end
you.
up
I'll buy you a
advertising.
4K television. How does that sound?
Oh, that's a great idea. You could buy me something really nice, or you can make me watch American Idol, in 4K.
Well,
Thanks.
Hey, now
It'll be good for you
we
to
could actually
watch
have a
that.
4K television and watch everything in 1080.
Believe me, if they sell one of those things, you'll see a turn in their profit.
I'll buy you two. You can have one for the bedroom.
Oh, well, I appreciate that. Thank you very much, Mr. Magnus. But that's good news, I guess, in some way that Sony's going to turn a profit finally.
Well,
Sure, as hell
honestly,
ain't
I
going to be from Sony Vita sales.
Oh god.
yeah, the Vita isn't doing much of shit for them, but damn it, selling that US building, that's the fucking hot ticket right
Yeah,
there.
that's the hot ticket right there. Downsizing. Yeah, we're growing. How? I don't know.
But you know what? Even though it's easy to take jabs at them, I will give them some credit. At CES, they did show off some pretty bitchin' stuff, like that phone, the new Xperia phone. Even though the other Xperia was pretty awesome because it was kind of like an emulation godlike handheld phone thing combination. I don't know what the fuck you want to call it, like monstrosity. But yeah, they actually had some pretty cool products this time around. This, on the other hand, is just kind of depressing and could, be maybe some worse for the wear. It's like, yeah, our US branch isn't doing so hot. We'll just quietly get rid of it and
We'll call
cash
it a
in.
win.
So yeah, there's that. I'm just trying to be positive about things.
Thousands of people losing their jobs. We win.
Maybe
Oh, well, but-
Kaz Harai should actually take a pay cut of a couple of million.
Yeah, that's going to happen.
It should
I
happen.
would rather him step down entirely, but that's just me.
Yeah, exactly.
When I say step down, I mean off something very high.
Well, hubris has gotten them where they are. But in other news, dig this. Petitions have reached the White House. This is mostly going to appeal to American fans. Have reached the White House in an effort to ban region locking. And I don't think people who know what petitions are clearly understand what region locking is, nor do they understand what the White House is. So that's where I'm a little bit lost.
The White House
but-
is a shadow of its former self.
Well, it's cast quite a shadow.
Yeah.
But I think the
white
bigger
shadow.
question here is why do we still have region locking?
Well, I don't
That's a
know.
very
I don't know. The PlayStation kind of did away with it with the PlayStation Portable,
Uh huh.
and there's only one game since 2005 that I know of
Hmm.
that has region lock, and that's Persona 4 Arena. But the reasoning behind that was because
Oh, the EA games have region locking for online.
the reason EA has it for online. Well, that's understandable.
Yeah.
Because they're bastards like that. Yeah, the only games I know of now is Persona 4 Arena because Atlas US didn't want to screw over Atlas of Japan or Atlas of Europe because Atlas of Europe can't seem to grasp at the fact that UK fans want the Persona Arena game, but they won't finish it. There's something wrong with the translation or whatever. I don't know. It's just some stupid politics.
It's a hard time translating English into English.
Oh, no.
There, so.
I think it's localization of the dialect. I think what it is with, well, you'll know this from our side. America kind of butchers the English language, and then Australia butchers it worse, if you get what I mean. So yeah, Australia doesn't get it, and we don't get it until it's been fixed. It's fucking weird, isn't it? So that's the only reason that's the only consoles that I know that haven't got region locking, apart from the Game Boy, which has never had it, and the DS up until the 3DS has never had it. So, but
Well, the main reason that they try justifying the region locking is absolute fucking idiocy. They say, they don't want to screw over all other parts of the world by, say a game doesn't come out in America. So then they're importing it from somewhere else. Then they feel like they're fucking over the American stores. And it's like, well, if you actually had it in said store, then that wouldn't happen.
mm,
And there's over in Australia, they get shit super late. Well, if they got their stuff on time like the rest of the fucking world, they wouldn't have to import all the time. Plus, their games cost an arm and a fucking leg, and it's shit like that. There's all these different variables that you have to take into account, and it's all easily fixed. Release the stuff all around the same exact time. I understand, between Japanese to English translations will take some time. Okay, that is
Well, delay it then.
understandable.
Like the Japanese one.
Yeah, well, they're just like, oh, if you're playing the Japanese one, then you won't be buying the American one, and that folks over American stores and the American versions of said company who are going to be bringing it over, and their reasoning just makes no sense. It's not sound whatsoever. And then it also takes into account like the different areas of the world with different rating systems and stuff. They're like, yeah, well, you can't actually have that game because we don't sell it over here. Our rating system for it here is a little more severe than it is there. And it's just a bunch of idiotic bullshit. I'd rather just no region locking whatsoever, so I don't have to worry about anything. If I want to get a Japanese copy of a game, I'll get it. I don't give a fuck if I can't read, the text in the menus of a fighting game. It plays just fine, and half of it's in fucking English anyway.
mm,
If I want to get a PAL region game, that's fantastic. On the PSP, I've got like 3 PAL region games because we never got them here, and that kicks tons of ass. When they put in region locking on the 3DS, I was pissed as fuck because there's tons of stuff that I would like to go and import and can't.
mm.
So to me, they're just losing out on sales and pissing their fans off even more.
If anything, it even promotes piracy.
It does.
It does. Oh, in a big way. That's a really good point. If people can't get a hold of something easily, they'll find another means, especially if it's free.
Emulation is a big fucking thing in gaming, and people don't realize that. You can get an R4 card for the DS, for example, and half the Japanese games that you can get for the DS are fantastic.
Yeah. You could get. Did you know that Poundland was selling them?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, fucking a pound. Dollar Tree was selling R4 cards.
They
Really?
were?
Yeah.
Wow.
I just got a big batch of them. Yeah, and selling them.
Wow.
So I didn't know what they were.
Too
And
bad
they
they're not
said,
different colors.
I'll be PayPaling you £1.
£1,
One
please. Thank you.
pound.
Dude, one thing I'll say, like, even though I don't really like pirating anything that's brand new, just because I want said, developers, publishers, and all that shit, and franchises to
That's
do
why I
well.
always buy EA games.
EA
Well,
games
the
should be
R4
pirated
part-
because they pirate us, so we'll pirate them.
Well, the R4 cards are kind of useful in that sense, because instead of having to lug around like 18 DS games, which you might say, well, are you really going to play all 18? Depending on a game, yeah, you might end up going through an entire library of games, in a fucking car trip or something. But it's kind of nice to have them all on one thing. Or some of the ROM hacks, you can't fucking get a legit, physical copy of a ROM hack. So there's stuff like that where I feel kind of justified in it. But otherwise, yeah, it kind of sucks. Piracy.
Yeah, piracy.
Yeah.
We don't promote it, we do condone it.
Army.
Army matey. Or dude, and that always makes me think about fucking Nintendo going and slamming the gavel down on those people that had like shitloads of those R4 cards, like thousands upon thousands, and they hit them with a lawsuit that basically could fucking drown an entire nation of people. I was like, whoa. And off to prison they went for a very long time. It was kind of a bummer to see, but I could understand from Nintendo's standpoint, because they're like, you're stealing a lot of fucking potential cash from us. Fuck you. Off the jail, bastard.
Sony's even bigger dicks when they do you remember Lick Sang years ago? Hong Kong importer Lixang, Sony sued them because they were selling the PSP before the official release.
Oh, something like that's fucking petty. That's so sad.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not surprising, but still, that's just fucking petty.
That's like
Yeah.
that's gotta be a great way to bring in revenue. It's like, okay, we'll sell these to them, and then we'll sell them when they. That's great, and then they just sue them. It's
yes.
fantastic. I wish I
They
had
double dip and then get all their systems back and get a bunch of money from them. Then they go and resell all their systems
I
again. because
know.
they're still brand
That's
new.
the recipe
Haha.
for success right there, man. That's how it's done. Anyway, you know what? We're reaching the end of the show. Did you know that?
Oh, thank God for that.
I know. We're going to have to bring it to a close here, but now we're going to take a little bit of time before we get out of here. This is a segment that Sainted Magnus thought it was real cute that we called the Holiday Feature.
I
Right here
didn't.
in the
Yeah, babe. It was your idea. Don't
No,
fucking
it was
pass
your
your
idea.
puffy ideas on.
No one believes anything you
dare
say
sully
anyway.
my
Hey,
name,
hey,
or
hey,
I'll
hey.
sully
Yeah,
yours.
you badmouth the Wii U and Bayonetta, therefore nothing you say matters anymore.
Oh, fuck you with your Wii U fucking iPad. I
Anyway.
got an iPad that works with my consoles. Yeah, I feel fucking posh. Fuck you. Get on with the show.
You're losing points left and right, boy, just so you know.
I don't care.
Anyway, this is the holiday
I
feature. We're going
didn't-
to tell you
I
about.
didn't care 6 months ago, and I don't care 6 minutes ago. So I'm not going to care another 6 minutes or 6 months ahead of us. So get on with it.
Well, we're glad that you're clear on that. We really appreciate that. And you know what? We'll tune into you next week to see what you think about the exact same thing. But in the meantime, it's time for the holiday feature. Tell you all about what happened to the members of the Hate Bit podcast over that great big break. And we know you missed us, and we appreciate it. So, and feel free to drop us a line down below to tell us how much you missed us. Anyway, the guy who usually has a great big holiday because he's just great big in every single way, Alpha Omegason. What happened over in your neck of the woods for the holiday?
Jack and shit, and Jack left town. Ha ha ha, never gets old. No, it does. So my holidays are boring for the most part. Let's see, I went to my sister's because that's where we go and have dinner at. Went to my sister's, hung out, we ate, and that was it. Everybody had exchanged gifts prior to that, and we usually were just like, I'm too poor to be able to buy gifts, so how about this? We don't buy each other gifts. Caprende, all right. So there isn't a whole lot of gift giving. The few people I got gifts for, they were very, very, very happy with them because I'm a kick-ass gift giver. Let's see. Trying to think, what all did I really do other than that?
Did you
Nothing.
celebrate the birth of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ?
Oh, he
I
celebrated.
thought that was Chuck Norris.
Yeah, I celebrate that day in and day out. I'm always at church and shit like that or something. I don't know. There's something to. So before I start offending people, but my my holiday for New Year's, let's see, what did I do on New Year's? Fuck. Oh, I did nothing. I did nothing on New Year's. I sat inside and hung out, and I think I was sleeping through the New Year rolling in. But yeah, my holidays are just fucking boring. Seriously, I nothing, just jack shit. That's it. I have nothing to add to that. I can't even think of anything that happened other than that. I had dinner. That's the only thing that sticks out in my head
Well,
right
what did you have? There's got to be something interesting that happened. You're the
Oh,
most interesting
shit,
guy on
let's see,
YouTube. You know that.
Oh yeah, I'm super interesting on opposite day. On let's see, ham and potatoes, and that was it. Because and stuffing, because we had turkey on Thanksgiving, so for the holidays, like Xmas and fucking well, just Xmas, but yeah, end up having ham. Holy fucking shit. I know somebody's listening to this like, dear God, Alpha, say something interesting. Fuck you. I have nothing. Nothing.
did
You
you
don't
get-
understand.
did you get
I'm
any gifts
digging
outside
into
the-
like the very fucking like furthest recesses of my mind trying to come up with something, and I have nothing. I didn't get liquored up. I didn't fucking party. I didn't see random people. I didn't meet celebrities. I didn't. Oh wait, no, I played video games, but I do that every fucking day. So doing it on a holiday doesn't mean shit. Let's see. I heard during New Year's, I heard the neighbors run outside with pots and pans and bang them together like everybody was up and down the street. I would have went outside, but I know if I go outside and start making noise, they'll call the cops on me because that's my luck. Because I look like a criminal, damn it. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna keep just talking off the top of my head, and none of it's gonna be interesting because my holidays fucking suck because they're not fun. That's it.
All right.
People should come visit me and entertain me. Maybe we go start some fucking fires together. That'd be
Yeah,
cool.
we'll have a fire club.
Yeah, I want to do that. All I want to do is burn down some buildings, kill some random slags, fuck the corpses, do all the random holiday stuff that people do. The gifts
Not
that keep on
influenced by
giving.
Grand Theft Auto.
Well, keep your ears out for the Alpha Omega Sin Holiday Extravaganza 2013.
And it'll always be filled with metal as the soundtrack, people, and you know that.
There you go, and we appreciate it. Larry Bundy, what happened for your holiday?
I did exactly the same. Really, absolutely bugger all.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, well, that's a shame. But, I'm glad you.
I ended up smashing my tailbone. My office chair broke.
Ow!
Yes.
Oh,
So I can't.
Ow. I'm not even kidding. You saying that made my butt cheeks clench.
Don't you have
Yeah.
any happy
Yeah,
stories?
I was just like, oh, because that's a terrible bone to break.
It is. I can't sit down on anything hard for a long time.
Oh,
No,
it's a shame.
Man, your
agony,
love life's gonna take a fucking turn for the worse. I'm kidding.
don't say
So,
that.
yeah.
You might depress him.
It was supposed to be clever, and it just wasn't.
Well, that's a terrible shame, and we
No,
hope
seriously,
you get
man.
better.
Are you can you sit right now, or is it still fucked
I
up?
have to sit on soft things.
That's all right.
That's
Sit on
damn
your
good.
bed, sit on a comfy chair, you'll be all right.
Yeah, that's what I do. Yeah, I've only just been able to afford a new office chair as well, and that should be coming soon. So
Well, how the hell did it happen? Was it just like the chair
the
broke, or
office,
did
yeah, I had, my rather different ample frame. I have to have a special chair, and basically I got cheap and got one that was under my over my maximum limit weight, and I broke it after 2 years, and I sort of smashed my tailbone in the process of it breaking when it fell over.
God damn, man, that fucking sucks, though.
We
yeah.
can laugh at it now, but ow.
Yeah, seriously, just owl's the only good proper response.
It is pretty nasty, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
That's-
do you have anything positive that doesn't involve you going to the hospital?
Well, the NHS is free over here, so I didn't have to pay for it. So
You lucky fucker.
It's not free, we pay it with our taxes.
really know
Well,
what I meant.
shit, dude, I pay taxes, and I'd still have to pay a hospital bill, even if they don't do anything.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's why they're hoping for you to have Obamacare very soon.
Yeah, you see how how popular that is. Anyway, Saint
Yeah,
Magnus, what
crickets.
happened for your holiday then?
Well, do you want me to do it the long-winded, boring way, or the quick and simple, fun way?
Make it fun. Make it fun. Make it interesting for all the nice people.
I got.
Because so far this is depressing. This is like the holidays that you put a gun in your mouth,
Yeah, go
Well,
on.
I didn't put a gun in my mouth, but I did get pissed and have a
or you
sing
drop a
song.
toaster in the bathtub.
I don't have a bathtub. I have a shower dish.
Oh well, there you go.
No, I got pissed and had a sing song actually for my Christmas day, which was actually pretty
What did
fun. Went round to a friend's house, had me crimbo dinner and unwrapped me presents and shit like that. Got a really fetching Sonic T-shirt. I'm still getting Christmas gifts. It's just my friend that's supposed to be bringing my thing over has not been able to get down for a couple of weeks because they've been very busy over the Christmas period and since.
It's a PAL release of Christmas.
Oh no, power release at Christmas. Yeah, we get Christmas 3
yeah.
days later, 3 weeks later.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't get much in the way of gaming stuff. Obviously, the Xbox that I bought was actually a Christmas present to myself because nobody's going to buy me a fucking Xbox or a PlayStation 3 or anything like that for Christmas, so I might as well buy it myself. So in the basic premise of my Christmas was I had my Christmas dinner, I got pissed, I had a sing song, I had a laugh. It was actually a good year this year, in terms of just seeing people and being with friends and stuff like that. So it wasn't that bad. New Year, on the other hand, I was struck by a massive migraine or a migraine or whatever you want to fucking call it, where
Headache.
I suffer from bad headaches in general anyway. So that kind of put a dampener on my New Year. But I made up for it on New Year's Day. I actually got fucking...
There you go.
I had a bottle of Jaeger. I necked that. I had about 20 cans of beer. I nicked half of them, and I was pretty much wasted in my neighbour's house, and they were like laughing at me because I fell asleep on their couch and woke up at 2 o'clock to a son walking in through the front door, pisses a fart, smashing and crashing everything, which was quite comical actually. So post
So
Chris,
you actually had a good holiday season. Meanwhile, me and Larry are just like bored and fucking like depressed.
Sitting
Yeah.
around
Hi.
thinking of reasons not to kill yourself.
well. You was bored and Larry was nursing a broken house. I was nursing a hangover. Chaos, what was you doing?
You know, it
Yeah,
was actually really interesting over here. It was as I've said. People ask me how Halloween was. I said it was nice. People asked me how Thanksgiving was. I said it was nice. And this past Christmas holiday, it was again nice. Mrs. Yokeas and I got to be with some of the family, and kind of had to split between my family and her family because of the different locations of where our families are. It was a great time, and as I told you, got some great games, and not a whole lot of gifts outside of that. My brother gave me, for those of you who've seen a video I did earlier on my channel, I got a Mario shirt, which I thought was really neat, and then I got a gift certificate to the Olive Garden because I don't think my brother really likes me, but that's all right.
We don't really
And
like you, but
I
we
tell you
love you
something
anyway.
really fun that I haven't told anybody else. I got to be quite the sneaky one on Christmas Eve. I like Christmas Eve better, because it's, if you're disappointed on Christmas Eve, hey, it's not Christmas yet. However, if you're disappointed on Christmas, this is as good as it was going to get. So there's always that. But I tell you, I was sneaky. I went over to my with my father's family, and I decided to hand out some trick gifts. And I found it so funny after we dropped these trick gifts off, and we were driving back from one place or another. Mrs. Yokeo says, "Why are you laughing?" I says, "I gave my cousin Tony a statue of a horse's ass, and then I just signed it from Santa Claus." And I also gave my other cousin Marco a lump of coal. I know it's kind of
That's
kind of
very
cliche,
cliche, actually. Yeah.
but you know what? I had it, and it came. I got it at the charity shop. It came with
Charity call.
with a Super Nintendo game, and I'm like, this motherfucker's not going to waste. So I did that and had a little fun at my cousin's expense. If he listens to this show, hey Tony, fuck you. And
You,
that
you,
was it for the Chaos Family Christmas. And the New Year was fucking boring. Saw that what was the Bruce Willis movie the with
Cop
Looper?
out. Oh.
No, not Cop Out. Yes, I went back to 2009 and I watched the new Cop Out movie.
Oh.
No,
Well, you
I
got
saw the Looper with
did you
Bruce
go?
Willis.
Did you
That
go
movie
back in time
sucks.
with the DeLorean though? That's the important.
I did. I did. As a
Yay!
yes, with Mr. Fusion.
With Mr. Fusion.
Yeah. So anyway, that's I think that's it. We all had the two of you wanted to kill each other, and Magnus and myself, we had a great time.
No, I just got pissed.
Okay, whatever. You had a
I don't
great
know.
time.
That's still a good time, technically.
Yeah.
you know
Yeah,
what?
see,
We should actually
just
do
don't
a
remember it.
8-bit live stream drunk. That would be interesting.
Oh yeah, that'll be a fucking blast.
That would be a blast, and I think we should bring Razorfist back for that one if he will
Oh
come
yes, and we
back.
can vomit on him.
I think if people send him messages, they'll say, "Oi, get your ass back on the 8-bit podcast." I'd have him back.
Oh well, there you
I
go.
don't know
So
about
we'll have
you
to.
two. I'm not going to speak for you two, but I'm going to speak for myself. Fist, come back. Otherwise, I'll have to.
And just so everybody knows, it's not like he left. It was like some bad thing. It's just he's really fucking busy with a lot of personal life shit. So, and we totally understand that. Can't always dedicate a ton of time to stuff, but yeah, he's always a part of the podcast. So it's not like, fuck that guy. I still heart
Just,
him and his
just like
fucking.
Handsome Tom was the screw attack one.
Uh, I will say this now. Me and Razorfist, we never really saw eye to eye very much on anything, mainly because he was Xbox and I was PlayStation. But at the end of the day,
Fanboy.
we were yeah, fanboy wars. I miss that. No, but at the end of the day, he's a good guy. He's a good friend, and he will be missed from the podcast. It's that simple. Yeah, we had our differences, but that's what made it interesting. at the end of the day.
Oh yeah, and quit fucking asking where he's at.
If you want
So
to
now
know,
you
take
have
it up
to
with him. He's on
fucking
YouTube
answer.
as well.
He's on YouTube at
Yeah, for
YouTube,
fuck's sake, constantly-
www.youtube.com
But I don't
/,
understand his
X,
long
Razorfist
words.
X.
I don't understand his
I don't
long
understand his long words or his Bret Hart hair.
Hey, he's the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be.
They,
And
well,
then he hands out his
so-
awesome Razor Fist sunglasses to little kids in a crowd.
and that's the great way of doing it. But you know what? That brings us to the end of the show.
No,
I'd like to thank all of you. I know, it's over so soon, but that was it. That was the debut episode of the Hate Bit Podcast. We thank you for joining us. Thank you very much. Joining me as always, the destroyer of tacos, Alpha Omega Sid.
Thank you, motherfuckers, for tuning in. We love you in the non-homosexual way, unless it's got chloroform involved. Then we love you the right way.
The bringer of British wit, the Sainted Magnus.
Well, like I mentioned before, I'm not exactly the wittiest of witty Brits, but at least at the end of the day, I can have fun with it and say, I've been the Sainted Magnus, and I shall see you next week.
And joining us with our special guest, the destroyer of chairs, Larry Bundy Jr.
Yeah, thank you for having me, and I look forward to becoming filler for your future episodes when Rob doesn't turn up.
Oh, and by the way, all you motherfuckers should be checking out Larry's channel, because if you're not, it's 5 across the eyes. Seriously, check out his
Yes.
channel, because he's fucking awesome. And
Bless you, sir.
because I said so, I'll seriously drape my dick over your family. Don't fuck with me.
YouTube.com /Larry, if you want his channel.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can find a link to his channel down below. You can also find a link to all of our individual channels on YouTube. We thank you for having us back for yet one more season of the Hate Bit Podcast. We thank you very much. I've been Yell Chaos. You guys have been great, and we have been the Hate Bit Podcast. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
And we're
Bye, bye now.
finished. Yeah.